Good evening, 8 p.m. kickoff today. Leicester City versus Southampton. My name's Phil. This is Leicester Fan TV. You're watching us live all the way through the match, before the match, during the match, after the match. We want your views, we want your comments. Without your views, without your comments, we're going to have a very boring show. It's all about what you guys think. Mick, good evening to you. Marius, hook or crook, we need a win. It's not going to be easy, is it, Marius? Lewis says everything from Holland. Well, get in there, whatever. Come on, you foxes, says Jamie from the Foxes Arms. He'll be joining us very, very shortly to be talking through the team. Jason, good evening to you. Where are you watching it from, Jason? Have you got a beer in? What's the plans for... I quite like an 8 o'clock Saturday night kickoff, especially during lockdown where there's nothing else to do. Anthony Beebe says, hello, hope you're well. Yes, I am. I'm really good. Darren, good evening to you. Don't forget, if you're watching in the Facebook group, you need to click on a link to allow StreamYard to get your face and your comments up here. Jay says, not sure why I'm nervous this game. Well, Saints are pretty decent, aren't they? Let's get in on to Jamie. Let's add Jamie in. Hi, Jamie. Good evening.
Good evening. How the devil are we? Are we good? Are we all excited for this game?
Really are. And Jamie, we hopefully have got somebody joining us in a few minutes, haven't we? But
yes, we have. Hopefully we have. Let's see what happens first.
Just in case. Jamie, let's start with the team news.
Team news is, as you... Oh, yeah. Oh,
come on.
There we go. The team... I forgot about that bit. The team news is, as you expected, Schmeichel, Justin and Castagna as the two fullbacks. Little Wes and Johnny Evans as the two centre-backs. Yuri and Wilf in midfield with three other as a midfield two, and then just in front of him, Harvey Barnes, Maddison or Brighton, and Vardy up top. And it is a well-known fact today that I didn't need to give out this stat. It's Schmeichel's 400th game today for the club.
Very good. Well done to Kasper Schmeichel, 400. I know they talked about it last week, but it is actually today, isn't it? Let's get some comments. Yes. Get your comments in on that team. Fee says she was at this game last year at the King Power. It wasn't a great game. We lost. What, Stato? Did we lose?
Yes, we lost 2-1.
Thank you for that.
And here's another great stat for you, Phil. The last 2 years we've played Southampton, I've been in Jamaica on holiday, exactly the same time. So hopefully now I'm not on holiday. It'll be a different result because we've lost 2-1 both times.
Yeah, Jason says it looks like a cracking team and bench looks mighty too. Let's add in Tom, who's going to be doing the watch-along with Locks, hopefully very shortly. Tom, what do you reckon to tonight's team news?
Probably the strongest team we've got. Are we talking about now? You know, without Sancho and Ricardo Pereira still to come into it, it just shows you we are starting to get back to a full fit squad. You know, and that's something massive for the rest of this season to go forward. You know, unluckily to lose Dennis Pratt last week for Stoke, and a speedy recovery to him, and it'll be a long road back for him now. But what can we say? It's near the strongest team we've got, and it's great to see Ricardo on the bench again.
Mirko's watching out in Holland. Hi, Mirko. How are you? What do you reckon to tonight's team? John says, yeah, new spectacles. Yes, I've got Harry Potter specs, so I can actually see the screen now. Makes it a bit easier, Jono. Good spotting. Hi, Fee. Hi, Jay. Oh, Fee says hi to Jay. Only to Jamie. Just to you, Jamie, though. Special one.
I'm special.
The special one.
Indeed.
The special
Listen,
one.
We've hopefully
got... The special one, the weird one, and the strange one.
Yeah, okay. We've hopefully got Russell Osman, ex-Leicester, ex-Southampton, coming on to have a little chat with us before kickoff. So we're going to try and squeeze a few fans in as quick as we can. Let's add Mark in. We've got a few waiting in the back room there. Mark, good evening.
Hi, guys. You all right?
Excellent, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Mark, it's probably about Leicester's strongest team, isn't it, that, at the moment?
Best they can put out.
Are you looking forward to tonight's game, Mark?
Yeah, 3-1 Leicester.
I don't think it'll be too easy, though, will it, Mark?
No, they've got a good team out tonight, to be fair.
Yeah, Tom, I mean, Southampton at home last year was one of those real flat games where we lost, wasn't it?
It was one of those performances that we went through the back end of the season with a few flat home performances and away performances. Look, I know Danny Ings isn't playing for them tonight, and you know, speedy recovery to him from COVID and all that. It's not nice, and no one wants to have it. And they've still got Chad Evans and Theo Wilcott playing up front tonight for them. That is pace. That's our weak point in sometimes when people run at us. So it's going to be a tough game. This is not the same Southampton team as got thrashed 9-0 and they recovered from that. And look at them now; they're flying. A win tonight for them, they come up level on points with us. So, this is a massive game for Leicester season tonight. Win tonight, win going into Chelsea, 2 big wins on the board.
Jamie, Peter says here, hope the team turns up today. That has been a little bit the story at home this season, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's the problem. The home form has been absolutely terrible, hasn't it? We've got to pick our home form up. Simple as, to be honest. It's not been the best. If we'd won a couple more of the games, just think where we would have been. If we just won 2 out of the Villa and the Fulham games, just think where we would have been. We'd have been a lot better off. But somehow we've got to get that fortress king power back again.
Mark, Mark's saying you're thinking 3-1. You're pretty confident then, Mark, tonight?
I am, because I think they think that they owe us something, and I don't think that we're going to let them get it.
It's going to be an interesting one. Thanks, Mark, for joining us. We'll chat with you later. I've got lots of fans want to come on, so thank you so much, Mark, for joining us. I know we've got J and R waiting to come on. Gray, I'm going to add you in now just for a quick chat, Gray, if that's all right. In fact, Gray, I'm going to add in, just bear with me, Gray, I'm going to add in Russell Osman because he is here joining us. Russell, are you ready to come in and chat with us?
Ready when you are.
Fantastic. Thanks, Russell. Thank you very much for coming on and having a chat with us tonight, Russell. Obviously, it's going to be an interesting game. 2 sides, Leicester and Southampton, in good form at the moment.
Yeah, they are. Southampton, difficult side to beat at the moment. They can keep a clean sheet. And at the moment, you think, Leicester, are they in their best form at home, or they've got more chance of taking the 3 points if they were playing away from home? So there's a lot of intrigue in the game. Obviously, Vardy's back. That'll add an exciting element for the Leicester supporters. Back in my day, we used to have some great fixtures against Southampton, both at the old Filbert Street and, of course, down at the old Dell. So everything's changed since my day, mate.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, Leicester and Southampton, 2 clubs who sort of have mirrored each other. Back in the 80s, 90s, we had similar sorts of grounds, Filbert Street and the old Dell, and now the new St Mary's and King Power Stadium are quite similar. I always think Southampton and Leicester are quite similar sorts of family-ish clubs, Russell.
Yeah, well, I went from Ipswich Town to Leicester in 1985, and then from Leicester I went to Southampton. And as you say, all those 3 clubs are very, very similar. In a way, they're family orientated. The stadiums were all sort of very close, right on top of you. I can remember Filbert Street. When you got a good crowd there in full voice, it was definitely an added bonus for the home side. But the same was when I was playing at Southampton. Got great support there. Ipswich was the same. Home games, you were always expected to win your home games.
Yeah, Tom?
I mean, talking about the game, Russell, one man particularly tonight is going to make his 400th league appearance for Leicester, and that's Kasper Schmeichel. Just what your thoughts on Kasper, and not many players go on to make that many appearances nowadays. No,
they don't, and not without going from club to club to club, they don't. Anybody that stayed at the club for a number of years like Kasper has done, big congratulations to them. It's a commitment. It shows they're not always chasing the dollar. And every player has his highs and lows. Some seasons for Kasper would have been better than others. But what he's done, he's kept his feet on the ground, and he's kept showing that consistently he's a very, very decent keeper to have playing in the Premier League for you.
Yeah, Jamie?
Yeah, I was just going to ask, because of, I know all these late night Saturday night games are because of COVID and stuff like that. Back in your day, you played a lot of games in Europe for Ipswich. How did you cope with all the fixture times as a player? And how does it upset you actually having to change times every game, which is different at the minute? Was it hard work?
I would not have been in favour of changing the kick-off times as much as they are in favour now. Very difficult for players. In 1981, 40 years ago, I'm talking about now, I played 66 club matches for Ipswich. We got to the UEFA Cup final, runners-up in the league, FA Cup final, semi-final, sorry. And I had 4 international games on top of that. So 70 games in one season. It's 1 game every 4 days.
Cool.
But it's better than training, and we used to play on those real heavy pitches, and it was sometimes a case of grin and bear it. And you weren't always fit when you played, but you played for decent money then as well. If you're in a side being successful and you're winning most weeks, most of your good money was made up through bonuses, and you only get your bonuses if you're playing in the team. So I would not be too much of a fan of playing one game at 8 o'clock, one game at 12:30, one game at 4 o'clock. I'm a bit old-fashioned, 7:30, 7:45 midweek games on a Tuesday, Wednesday night, Saturday afternoons. But I do think a lot of places miss a trick by not playing Friday night. When everything is COVID-free and everybody goes back to playing themselves non-league football, all those people could actually watch a game local to them on a Friday night if they so wished. But playing on a Saturday, you're not able to watch.
Russell, obviously, when you played for Leicester as well as Ipswich and Southampton, but when you were at Leicester, I remember watching you down there. You were always a quality centre half back there. Always had time on the ball. Leicester have got Wesley Fofana now, who's just 20. Somebody that young to seem to have that much composure on the ball. Have you been a little bit surprised by his entry into the Premier League and the impact he's having? And we often think the older head of Johnny Evans by the side of him has a good influence on him.
I'm not surprised. What do you say? He's 20 years old. I think 20, you're starting to get a bit long in the tooth. You could be knocking on the door playing in the first team at 18, 19 years old. I made my debut when I was 17, and I had the lad Alan Hunter, Northern Irish international, to play alongside. Yeah. And if it wasn't him, it was Kevin Beattie. And I was lucky again in that Bobby Robson was my manager, and I think he knew that you weren't going to come in at a young age and play quality games week in, week out to start with. You might have 3 or 4 good games, an average game, and then he'd take you out for a couple of games, and then he'd put you back in the side. He didn't want you to go through a period having bad games and making mistakes where you might start to get a bit of bad publicity, especially these days you would. So that was clever management. But I think by the time players are 18, 19, really, you've got to be banging on the door of first team football at whatever level you're playing.
Tom?
I mean, you talk about the two teams tonight, Russell. Vardy comes back into the fray for Leicester, but what impact will Southampton have without Dan Ings in that team tonight after he'd only just come back after a layoff?
Well, I think they've got the confidence at the moment, Southampton, that they can possibly keep a clean sheet without having to make too much extra emphasis on that. I think they'll also be thinking Leicester might be starting to think that they need to have a convincing home win tonight just to keep in touch with everybody in the top 3 or 4 places. And I think Leicester just might have to be careful they don't get caught with a sucker punch tonight. The more Leicester go looking for it, don't give away too much, Southampton, not these days anyway. I think they might just try and play a little bit of a counter-attacking game and try and suck Leicester in a little bit. So they're going to have to go for the 3 points, but they've just got to be careful in doing so.
Jamie?
I was just going to say, is Vestergaard fit? I haven't actually seen the team tonight. No. He's not playing. No. Will Vestergaard be a big miss for Southampton at the back tonight, Russell?
To be honest, I've not seen that much of him. I've not seen too many of the Southampton games this season. But whenever you got what you call a regular player missing a match, sometimes it can knock you back a little bit, but other times it's the opportunity for another player to come in and grab that position and make it hard for the player that's missed out to actually get back in that place. So I'm sure they're more than strong enough to play with the lads that they've got across the back there, and they'll have confidence in each and every one of them.
Russell, it's been absolutely fantastic to have you on. Really appreciate you clicking in and giving us your views on today's match. Before I let you go, Russell, and enjoy the match, are you going to sit on the fence or are you going to give us a score prediction? That's always interesting when a player's played for both clubs. So what's your actual prediction for tonight's match?
My prediction is a home win.
Yeah, a home win.
And a little bit of that is because in one of the games when we played down at Southampton, Matt Le Tissier got a hat-trick against us in the worst possible conditions, and we lost 4-0 down there. So, in a way, he's getting me on back.
Brilliant, Russell. Thank you so much for joining us pre-match today. It's been absolutely brilliant to get you on.
Enjoy the game.
All right, thanks, Russell.
Cheers, Russell. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy your red wine.
Yes, cheers. Thanks, Russell. That's been brilliant.
Cheers, mate.
Good health. Cheers, Russell. Thanks, Russell Osman, for joining us. That was brilliant.
That was good, wasn't it? That was good.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Jamie, for sorting that one out.
You're welcome.
We've got loads of fans waiting. Sorry, Gray. Are you ready to come in? Gray Richardson.
As long as you don't swear like you did last time.
Gray, come on. Gray, how are you, mate? Sorry for making you wait there. Yeah, cheers, mate. It's
waiting
we
for
had to.
Russell Osman. It's no worries waiting for a legend.
He was a great player for us, wasn't he, Russell Osman? Gray,
in
the day.
Wasn't he just? Yeah.
Again, we had a little chat with him about Wesley Fofana. What do you think, Gray, to tonight's team?
It's a strong lineup. I just think we're gonna get. We need to concentrate on Walcott, because he always screws us. He always gets a goal against us somehow, some way, and we just need to annihilate that threat.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, great. Last season, we all know it was a 9-0 away win, and then we lost at home.
Yeah.
It could go either way tonight, couldn't it? In a way.
Definitely, and they're always now going to try and hammer us after that 9-0 thrashing. So the lads need to be aware of it. We need to concentrate on the threats that are going to come our way. I'm pleased Ings ain't playing. So should be good. Should be good.
Yeah, Gray. A score prediction before we let you go, Gray?
I've gone 2-1 at work. I've gone 2-1 at work, but and can I just ask, what's Loxy's Goldilocks challenge?
Well, Gray, we haven't done it yet. He can't chicken out of it. No, he can't. Gray, what do you reckon? Go on then, Gray, pick us one.
Just a Leicester win, and the Leicester player to be yellow carded. He'll get bricks at that one.
He will. Gray,
he definitely will.
We're going to have to come up with something better than that. Thanks for joining us, Gray. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the match.
Nice one. See you soon, lads. Cheers.
Cheers,
pal. Gray.
Gray, thank you for joining us. Yes, Tom.
Got a stat for you, Jamie. Here's one. I've not got it myself. It's just popped up in front of us. But in the last 25 games, Southampton have picked up 44 points. Only 4 of the teams have picked up more points above them.
Are we in that 4 or not?
No. Do you want to know another? Do you want to know another stat?
Liverpool, Tottenham, and Everton are below them.
Do you want to know another stat? Southampton are unbeaten at the King Power in the last 4 games at the King Power.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy one today at all, is it? It's going to be a tough one. For me, it's which Leicester turns up. Let's get Jack and Aaron. Jay and Aaron. Here's Jack. Hi, Jack. How are you?
Yeah, good. You guys?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jack. Thanks for being patient. Ross, I'll get you in just a second. Jack, a decent side tonight. A decent side by Leicester. I can't think of a player who's not in that starting team who could probably is fit enough to play. Can you?
No, not really. It's a very strong team. He's been consecutive in games. Like, he's kept the same team, and that's good. It keeps the confidence there and the motivation of the players for each game they play together. So I reckon we can get a few goals tonight. We've just got to look out for like Ward-Prowse and Theo Walcott. I think they've been a main threat for them.
Tom, I always liked Theo Walcott as a player. There was a couple of times he was available, and I was there thinking, do you know what? I'd quite like to have him at Leicester. I thought he's been a decent player in the Premier League, Theo Walcott.
Oh, look, I know he's had his injury problems over the years, but we all know what a threat he is. Getting behind, he'll score. You just mentioned the main man tonight for me. What we've got to be very, very clever about free kicks given away in and the edge of those box. And that's James Ward-Prowse, because the boy's on fire at the moment with his free kicks. So Roger's will be drilling it into them. No fouls around the area. Do not give them the opportunity to get a set play and let Ward-Prowse take it. But look, Theo Walcott, we all know what he did. Broke on Sean Young. had a few injuries at Arsenal, not Everton, but you know, he seemed to be getting back into his groove at Southampton again, and it's going to be a tough game. It really is tonight.
Go on then, lads. While it's the four of us on here, before we get Ross on, what are we going to do for Goldilocks tonight?
He won't do it. He's not going to do it.
He's saying it because it's a home game. He's only doing away games apparently now.
That's what he said. Did you ever see me chicking out of jumping in the pool? Did you ever see me chicking out and jumping in the pool when it's cold and wet?
People who are watching, put in the comments if you want Goldilocks to do the bet or not. While we're waiting, we'll do a vote, because if only he was here on time, he could be in the vote, couldn't he?
I've got one tonight because he's not going to go for anything easy. So
no, I think you have to make it hard.
How about a Leicester win and a Timmy Castagna goal tonight?
Well, has Castagna scored for us yet? He has, hasn't he?
Yes, against West Brom. Here's one on YouTube. Ryan Petit, I think his name is. Hair off if Barnes scores with a header.
That's Barnes not got many headers, has he?
No, I don't think he's got one. I don't think he scored with one. He tried one last week with his elbow, didn't he? Remember, was that the week before with his elbow at Newcastle?
Jack, you got any suggestions for the Goldilocks?
I'm desperate for Leicester to score from a corner, so I think either Johnny Evans or Fofana to score from a corner tonight.
I quite like the Fofana from the corner because it has nearly happened a couple of times, hasn't it?
It needs to be done, doesn't it? Make him lose his air quicker.
Okay, well, we've got lots of suggestions. Let's see if anybody's put any comments on there. Jay Cook says, yes, Goldilocks to happen. I agree, Jay. Adjamin says, Goldilocks if we get a Vardy hat-trick. Fee is in charge, and she says yes to Goldilocks. I think...
How can he turn Fee down? How can he say no to Fee? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
He cannot say no to Fee. Sorry. None of us could we?
No, let's add Ross in as well. Let's get the J and the R together. Ross, how are you?
I'm sound. They let me go a few hours early at work, so here I am.
You've been on the pop already, Ross?
No, that's not pop. 1 minute. Let me swap it round. So it's a bit of Lidl cider from Lidl. So
other supermarkets are available.
Yes, supermarkets on. Yes, I've done my shop. So yes, there is. There's one at Farm Foods here. Little minute. So as the creator of the Goldilocks challenge, since I was the one that came up with it back in Man City away, I think it needs to stay 100%.
Locks has just joined us, although I think his picture is frozen. So, Locks,
very disappointed.
Locks, if you don't want to do the Goldilocks thing, his connection's terrible again tonight. Bless him.
Well, he's turned up late and his connection's bad. It's got to stay on and double it.
I agree. Absolutely. Can get your comments in. Ross, what's your score predictions for tonight?
So I said it on last night's show / the quiz. I said I think 2-1. I think the last two times, it's ironic that we played Southampton at this time 3 years in a row. It's a bit weird, that. It's a bit strange. But and the last two times we played, midfielders have scored as well. So another stat, you want to throw stats out there? Jamie said it on the show the day. Andy King's last ever goal and Okazaki's last ever goals for Leicester were against Southampton in Virgil van Dijk's last ever Southampton game.
There you go.
True.
I'm going to say 2-1 Leicester. I think Vardy will get one, and I think the winner will come from Ndidi.
Thank you, Ross. Jack, score prediction?
3-1. Harvey Barnes, Vardy, and Tillemans.
It should be good. Jay and R, we're going to let you two go. Thanks for joining us.
Let's win it for Sol Bamba.
Indeed.
Sol Bamba, yes. Sol Bamba.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Jack. We'll let you guys go. Enjoy the game. Just before we go too far in, we've got to get Sean on. He's been waiting patiently. We need a bit of Sean to beef us up before the game. Let's add him in. Sean, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, Sean? Are you good?
I'm fantastic.
Go on then, Sean. What's your score prediction today going to be?
Well, I do remember we beat them 9-0, but I think it might be 10-0.
10-0, Sean. Mind you, like you say, you would have laughed if you'd have predicted 9-0 away last year, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, we would. Yes.
Well, in the in Southampton, they got a good player, and that is his name is Danny.
Danny Ings, Sean.
Yeah, but
He's not.
He's not playing because
That's
he's
good for us, Sean.
injured. But that is good for Leicester.
Sean,
Big.
you're right. It is. It's a big win. It's a big bonus for us, Sean. And you're going for 10-0. Sean, before we let you go, it's nearly kick-off time. Give us one of your rallying cries. One of you, come on, Leicesters.
Come on in, Leicester.
Good lad, Sean. Thank you, Sean. We're going to let you go.
Cheers, Sean. Superstar.
Brilliant, mate. Jamie, Sean, a bit muted there with his come on, Leicester, but he is going 10-0.
Yeah, a little bit unpositive, sort of positive, but not positive. But yeah, he gives us that come on, Leicester, Norman. It wasn't quite there. He must be learning the Leicester way, Phil.
Yeah.
Don't count your chickens.
It's like, I want us to win 10-0, but you never know. Locks, are you with us now?
I am here.
Oh, God.
He don't look very happy, does he?
No. What's up, Locks?
No, I'm all good.
Locks, even Russell Osman thinks the Baldy Locks is going to happen tonight. Can you believe that?
Doesn't matter.
I know you're too young to remember who Russell Osman is.
It doesn't really make a difference.
Can't say no to Fee. Can't say no to
Fee. Fee has said Baldy Locks bet his on.
So what is it going to be,
Jamie?
We'll let Jamie, as the most senior person here, pick
what
is the Baldy Locks.
Oh, brilliant. Senior.
Let's go for Johnny Evans to score from a corner.
Nope, that's not the one.
We haven't scored from a corner.
No, it doesn't matter. We're going to score from a corner today, which is why that's not the Baldy Locks bet.
Yeah, but it's got to be Johnny Evans, though. It's got to be Johnny Evans.
No, I don't want that either because I've got a bet on that to happen. To happen.
Harvey Barnes.
So
all right, then. Harvey Barnes to score. Harvey Barnes to score with a header any time.
How about a Jamie Vardy hat trick? How about that?
No, that's too easy.
It's not too easy. It's not a hat trick. Come on.
Harvey Barnes with his head. Harvey Barnes with his head.
I wasn't going to have it. I wasn't going to have a Baldy Locks bet, but I'll allow it if that's it. Vardy hat trick.
Go on, we'll go with Vardy hat trick.
Vardy hat
trick. I've got to say, evening counsellor. I haven't said that yet tonight.
Who urinated in my cornflakes? It was these guys saying that Baldy Locks is going to happen. That's what happened.
Oh dear.
It absolutely is. I've just got to type that one in. So what have we just said? The Baldy Locks is...
It's a Vardy hat trick. Even if Leicester lose, it's a Vardy hat trick. You know what we're going for?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4-3 Southampton.
Right. I'm going to watch the game.
All right, mate. Yeah, we're about to start.
Good luck, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, Jamie, for joining
us. By the way, 2-0.
2-0. I'm now going for 3-0 Jamie Vardy hat trick. So looking forward to that. We shall see you, Jamie, later on.
Yeah, cheers, see you all later. Adios.
He's off to watch the match. Guys, have a great watch along. Everybody get as many comments in as you can to Tom and Locks. They'll be getting as many as they can on the screen. EKGA says, let him have the Vardy hat trick. Reese's suggestion was Walcott not to score if Baldy Locks was on there. Vardy with a pirouette, says LCFC Gray. Keep getting those comments in. Chaps, I'm going to see you at half time. Come on, Jamie Vardy.
Well, there we go. It is now just about to kick off. Tom, let me know when your game kicks off, just so we can get up to...
they're doing the...
doof.
Oh, yeah, doof. Doof. Not the EastEnders theme tune.
Doof, 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 doof.
Let's add him in. Jack's going to join us tonight, as Jack's going to start learning this. Sadly, with my missus going back to work, there might be Sundays I have to miss games. Oh, devastated. But
are you guys on like the kneel thing when I've just got up?
Just on the knee, and Southampton are just about to kick off, and we're underway.
There we go.
Oh, that's better now. We can sit here, but we need to move Locks as the main person. Get Locks off it.
Come on then.
How do we Locks move me over?
Hold on. Wait there.
There we go. That's
Come on.
better. I've got the screen in the background. I mean, just quickly before we start, I think I speak on behalf of everyone at Leicester Fan TV, and we wish Sol Bamba speedy recovery.
Come on, Jamie. Oh, Jesus.
Falling behind the speedy recovery. You know, not nice to see anyone get an illness, but you know, Sol Bamba, part of the Leicester family, and you know, all the best, Sol. We're with you, mate, and the footballing family's with you.
EKG is love it. See,
I'm
not used to this. I'm not used to be the centre of attention, Tom. Not being the centre of attention. I normally am. Yes, the Walker's Chris kit. Tom, I mean, what year was this? Do you know? I'm sure you were born.
Oh, it's got to be about 1989, I think it was, maybe a little bit before. Just think of the Admiral.
86, I think.
86, it was the year I was born. Yeah, it's going to be about that year.
About that
year. Good year, it was 86.
Yeah. Let's quickly get this on screen as I like to have it. It is live. It's live. Leicester versus Tottenham. We are 1 minute in or 1 minute and a half in. Let's just quickly get this on screen.
Leicester playing back, ball in behind. Vardy's going up for it. Kasper, and out will come McCarthy into the channel and hoofs it up the line.
Oh, right.
Johnny Evans with a header.
Yeah, and again.
Leicester really going for these first and second balls in the first couple of minutes, trying to put pressure on Southampton to make a mistake. Look, like I said earlier tonight, even though Danny Ings isn't playing, still
funny enough, Che Adams is a Leicester lad, isn't it? So let's get that one in there. Yeah.
Here's a quiz question for you guys. Do you know the first club that Che Adams ever played for?
Hinckley United.
Hinckley, wasn't it?
What?
Was it Hinckley?
Okay, I'll give you two. So the professional. So one of them, I'll give you two answers. Like you can choose. So professional or non-professional. So try and guess the professional club first.
Sheffield United.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
His first game was against Sheffield.
That.
It's funny you say that. Because the first game, his first goals were against Sheffield United, but they were for Coventry.
Coventry was it?
Coventry.
So who was the first amateur club he played for, if you can guess?
Nuneaton.
Jack, any guesses, mate?
I'd probably say, I'd probably go what Tom's going for.
It was Highfields Rangers.
Oh, Highfields Rangers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that was it. So, yeah, Tom's looking lovely on screen there with his background.
Just jealous. Get yourself a green screen.
I have a green screen.
I think I prefer my phone this way. So much easier, this phone this way. It was like Tom, it kept falling out, innit? I did that thing with Tom and Son, and every time I tried to turn it, it was like my head were underneath. I was like, Jesus.
Southampton just passing around at the back of the moment. I mean, we're coming up to 3 minutes, and you know, Southampton's probably had more of the ball than us, but Leicester are trying to push them again, letting them get to the halfway line, then pushing out on them.
Really, Walker Peters playing?
Yes, he is. Walter Peters is playing.
Decent player.
To me, it looks like Southampton are playing,
3 at the back.
Well, I would say a 3, but I'd say it's only a 3 when Ward-Prowse is dropping in there trying to pick the ball up again now. It looks like a 4 back 4 again, and the back 2 are really deep.
Back to McCarthy.
He slices it. Oh, looks, it goes to Walcott. And Southampton will come down the right.
Here comes Walter Peters. Walker Peters.
Edge of the box.
Come on, one of you. Into the box, away Evans.
Interesting thing here. Dion Dublin also started at Highfield Rangers as well.
Didi wins that. Oh. Come on. Pick up Ward-Prowse now to Walker Peters. They're going to play that passing game, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, Southampton are going to come past the ball tonight.
Ball by Stevens, out for a goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to look for that ball in behind. They're going to look for the ball in between, our wing backs, if you're going to put them in that place, or the over-running full-backs. They're going to look for the ball in between Cassagna and James Justin tonight, because they've got the pace of Theo and Chen Evans up front. I mean, Leicester are taking the time, when we got to tonight, it's a massive game. As I said, tonight's game, Chelsea's massive game for these. If you want to be guaranteed top 4, you've got to be winning these home games.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just a moment while the referee has his mic sorted by the looks of it, so they've had to stop the game. There's the lino has his mic re-put in.
Stuart Atwell, the referee.
And we've got a history with Andrew says, why is Locke so quiet? Is he hanging? I'm not hanging, actually. No, I'm not hanging. No.
You had
There's
quite
three
a
of us
debate
now,
on Twitter. You
so
had
I'm a bit
quite
more
a
quiet.
debate on Twitter, didn't you, Locks?
Who is? Which one? I've had a few.
When Reece said he brought beers in and he had a bag of cider.
Yeah, come on, guys. I mean, you got a bag of cider. You can't call that a bag of beers, eh, Tom? What are your thoughts on this debate? In my opinion, you can't call a bag of ciders a bag of beers.
Wilf tries to play. Barnes down the left. Barnes will come down the left. He's one-on-one with this man. All three players, four players. And he steps on the ball, and the ball gets held up. He'll come to Theo. Theo will up the ball over the top. Showed everything.
Yeah, get in there, Wes.
Wes plays it out.
We have a super sticker
Jack,
already. Thank
love
you,
your chat, mate.
Dave.
But only one of us could commentate, mate. It's going to get too confused if both are jumping in and out there, mate. Seriously, not against you, but just one of us do the commentating on that bit because I was confused as heck then.
Dave Gavin with the super sticker, €3. Thank you, David, mate. Appreciate that. Always dropping the super chat, so thanks for that.
Corner to Southampton, and we're 6 minutes into the game. I mean, Southampton looking for that ball over the top, trying to free Wilcott and Chad Evans down there, the right hand side, and probably are going to put some pace onto Johnny Evans tonight.
We need to clear this.
I have it on good authority that Leicester have been practicing set pieces all week. Where I get that information from is a security guard at the new training ground. So we have been practicing set pieces all week, apparently, which is why I've got us
to swing this one in and can't get past the front man away by James Justin.
Go on now.
Another super sticker from Gray this time. Thanks, Gray, mate. I really appreciate it, Gray. Click the link at half time or full time, mate, and come on and come and have your say on the game.
Headed away by Justin, going towards the corner flag, but Barnes will clear up the line. Vardy will come over and chase, and Hasselbalk, and it'll keep in, and it'll be a throw to Leicester. What's your thought, Jax, after 7 minutes of where the game's at, mate?
I think it's a decent start. It's just how our game starts, isn't it? With two teams wanting to get the first goal. But I think it will settle down after probably the 15-minute mark. But both teams want 3 points, don't they, to stay within the top 6 and that. So it's a very tight table this season. Obviously from 10th up to 1st. So it's anyone's season, I think.
Another super chat here from the Blind Gooner. Hey guys, I'm an Arsenal fan and I've just stopped by to say hello. Well, thanks Blind Gooner for popping along to say hello, and also thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate that. Andrew says, who is now an ex-security guard. I haven't said his name, so it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, appreciate that, Blind Gooner, mate, for the super chat. I'll check your channel out after this watch along and I'll have a look because I'm not subscribed to you yet. So anyone who's watching, make sure you subscribe to us first. But if you already are, make sure you drop a subscribe as well to the Blind Gooner. Even if you don't like the Arsenal, they have helped us out here. So drop a subscribe to them, please. How many minutes left before kickoff? We're 9 minutes into the game, guys. Oh, Fee, we've missed Fee's super chat. Let me try and find that. Sorry, Fee, apologies. I can't see it. Let me have a look. There we go. 199.
1-2 goes down.
It's got to be a foul, surely. Well done, Ref.
Just saying now, Leicester have set up with Justin on the left and Timmy Castagne is playing on the right tonight. Again, same as we set up against Stoke to probably give Timmy that little bit more freedom of getting forward and getting crosses into the box. Thank you, Fee, as usual.
Yeah, cheers, Fee. Appreciate that.
The Luton Cafe. Let's go.
That's a good stat for everyone. Tillemans needs to be careful tonight since he's on 4 yellow cards. Yes.
Yes.
Massive game tonight on Tuesday at 8 o'clock kickoff against Chelsea. Need to have him fit for that game.
This could be a good ball into the boxes if he can get his one right.
Remember, guys, hit them lights, get us to 50.
Ball to the back post. Johnny Evans coming in. Away by MacArthur.
He's had a decent season. He has. Alex MacArthur this season.
Yep, he has. I mean, I remember him coming down with the QPR team that got relegated. And he had a pair that day and dropped one on the line for Vardy to tap in, and Cambiato scored a volley against him. You know, he's turned his career around because he was going backwards.
And weren't he with Reading as well?
Yep, with Reading.
I think they were after Federici left. I'm not sure. Right, in Bertrand.
Ball back to Fofana.
Little
Wes goes back to Kasper, and Kasper will go left-footed back to the right to Castagna with the ball. Back to Fofana with a little header. I mean, we look comfortable on the ball, and Southampton aren't really closing us down on the edge of our 18-yard box. You know, they're letting us try and play out.
I think they've set up how they played against Liverpool, haven't they? In a way of not coming for the ball but breaking it over the top for Walcott.
Yeah, definitely.
Southampton win the ball back.
Where'd you get that? Is that from the shop, mate, Jack? I like that, mate. That training
gear. Yeah, it's from the shop.
I've seen them at the shop, but I didn't realise that you could actually get. I didn't realise they came with the sponsor on it.
They didn't used to, like before Christmas. Obviously, I know some guy down the stadium, and he said like they've been printing them because they had a lot of spare from the training ground. So obviously they had like a selected
little tifo. Sorry, Jack. A little tifo there for Kasper 400. Kasper Schmeichel's 400th appearance today.
There he is.
I saw a little tweet from Andy King earlier on today saying that he wouldn't be surprised, or he would be surprised if Kasper didn't get to 500 plus. Tom, what a servant he's been, eh?
Club legend, isn't he? And, you know, we talk about Vardy up there, and Vardy will get the applause because of the 100 club and everything like that. But you know, he signed him from Leeds United for just under 3 million, I think it was. And what's he done? He's been fantastic. I mean, Russell Osman summed up quite well, really. You know, he said he's probably had some seasons better than others, but I think over the last 4 seasons, his consistency is probably second to none with his shot stopping and handling. We all know he's
kicking it great.
His kicking it and distribution can be, you know, weaker sometimes and go wayward, but he's all round being a goalkeeper. And for me, being a goalkeeper isn't about passing the ball out.
No.
That's modern day goalkeeping at the finest. You know, goalkeeper me is someone who can come out, collect crosses, command his penalty area, and he does that well most of the time. So what a servant, and hopefully we can get to the 500 with Leicester.
Yeah, another comment here for another super chat from the Blind Gooner. If you have watched AFTV, I am the blind guy that regularly goes on there. Well, there we go. I know you are now. Another $4.99 from the Blind Gooner. Really appreciate that. Do you have any videos on your channel, the Blind Gooner? Let us know. Obviously, if you have, guys, go over to him, drop them a like, drop them a subscribe, as I said. But cheers again for that, Blind Gooner. Really appreciate it, mate. Gray says, stop going on about Kasper and the 400 games. I'm devastated about that question. In the quiz, I did ask Gray, what appearance is Kasper Schmeichel meant to be making tomorrow, as in today? And he said 300. So, or 500. He was 100 out anyway. Unlucky Gray. But yeah, the final next Friday will be between Jason and AD. So that'll be a good one. And there will be a prize. Which I will disclose on the on the show on Friday. Fee says, awesome goalkeeper is Kasper. I would love to meet him. It is on my bucket list. Jono says,
all in Vardy, or just gets held up.
I've met Kasper a couple of times.
Jono says, outside Leicester City fans, Kasper doesn't get the credit he deserves. I'd agree.
I met Kasper when he first started. I think he was on loan at Cardiff. I don't know if you remember that game. The game where we couldn't score the goal after getting it up 0-0.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yeah, very young then he was. Very young.
Harsh. This will be harsh.
Theo Wilcott falls to the ground, and it'll be a yellow card for Little
Nowhere for Fofana to go.
Nowhere far to go. It's not a yellow card for me. He turns his back on me, sticks a leg out. He doesn't look at the man. He pulls his hands away, and Theo just falls down. You know, it's a foul
against pacey players.
It is a foul, but it's never a yellow card. I mean,
no,
that's a very, very harsh yellow card for me.
Gray says, what minute are you on? We are on just coming up to 15 minutes. 55, 56, 57, 58, 15, 59, 15. Yes. Gray says 401. What about the Community Shield? We all know they don't count.
Gutting.
Yeah.
Ooh, Leicester just trying to get the ball away here, getting put under pressure by Southampton. Little Wes calmly clips it and it'll be a throw to Leicester as it deflects off the Southampton player.
I don't think it's started bad. You know, it's just getting into the game a bit more. Obviously, we're in the second half. We're a second half team, aren't we, to get goals and that? So,
yeah,
second half team, but I'd say two teams that are both playing with a lot of confidence at the moment. You know, Southampton beat Liverpool last out. We've beaten Stoke, and we've won the last few games. So confidence high.
Two very good sides.
Tillman, Maddison on the ball on the halfway line, loses the ball, free kick Leicester.
Smallbone, is that his name?
Small bones, yeah.
He's a very small man.
He's a very tiny man.
Come on, JJ.
Oh, yeah. I saw earlier, Locks, that Leicester City used their Funko of equaliser. Ooh, Harvey Barnes.
Yes, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Tillemans, loses the ball. Passes out to Barnes, but misses it. Theo, ball down the line. Ched Evans runs onto it. He's away from the Leicester defence into the 18-yard box.
Get back.
And it'll be going away. Corner kick. All the Leicester players got their hands up now saying, how's he not offside? So it'll be interesting to see a replay of this because he was miles away from the nearest Leicester. The ball's played. He's in his own half, so he's every right to go. Leicester got away with that one for me there, you know.
I don't think it was that quick.
Johnny just got back to put him off, and Tillemans gets in the way and puts it out. I mean, did it hit his hand? He's up for mid-drift.
Experience.
Yeah, it's his stomach.
Mid-drift. Yeah.
It's a sit pack and goes out. Something I haven't got.
Another super chat here from CK. A super chat without any chat. Cheers, Charlie, mate. We're really all in from Southampton.
Headed away by Fofana. Back to Ward-Prowse. It plays it back. First time ball by Armstrong into the box. Away by Tillemans with a hoof.
Cheers, Charlie, CK, for that £5 super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Andrew says, are you not drinking tonight? I am. Don't know about the rest of the guys, but I know I am.
I'm working after, so no, sadly.
I'm sure you can guess what's in this glass. Not water.
Straight vodka.
Straight gin.
Ooh, that's warm. Straight gin. No, it's not straight gin. It is a gin and lemonade, of course, as always. No pink tonight, though. I know Fee likes to say that my pink gin looks nice, but just a normal tonight. Is there a bet or something that if one Locks goes bold? Oh, for God's sake, people don't give it a rest, do they? Yes, if Vardy scores a hat-trick.
You started this months ago, Locks. It's down. It's just the Leicester fan thing now.
However, it's not, because I've told you it's not happening anymore, but you keep peer pressuring me. I'll tell my mum on you guys.
Brought the ball over the top. Oh,
they're bullying me again. They're bullying me on the internet again, Mum. Gray, £2.99. Again, Gray trying to outbid the rest, or not outbid, but out super chat. Cheers, Gray. Appreciate it.
Hold on, Tillemans. Pass inside.
Go on.
All brought into the box.
Go on.
Finds. Barnes shots, goalie saves. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper.
McCarthy.
Barnes put it high. Great save. Barnes put it at the height of the goalkeeper diving. But I mean, Leicester nick it back. Albrighton finds a ball. Step over by Vardy, and Barnes with a side-footed left shot was saved by the goalkeeper. Should have been 1-0. Got to do better there.
Should have scored from there, definitely.
Gray says, I can't handle straight gin. Well, Gray, at the time I can. However, if you want to know what I'm like the next day, just go back to mine and Tom's Boxing Day stream, and you'll see how I am the next day after drinking straight gin.
Maddison into the box, pulls it back to Barnes. Barnes, loses the ball.
On Wilf.
Skip round on 3 players. Skip round Leicester. Fofana comes over, covers. That was a free kick. No, play on. Fofana's gone down and he's injured.
Referee.
Theo into the box. Wilcott with the ball, pulls it back.
Great experience.
Well played, Johnny Evans, with an interception and clearance. But that did not look good for Fofana in that tackle.
That was a foul.
Did he lose the ball to Ward Peakers?
Is he still down?
He's still down. Fofana is still down in there. He's coming back now. He's hobbling in.
Go on, wait.
Ball into box left-hand side with Southampton.
Come on, boys. Get it right.
They come out to the edge now to Ward-Prowse. Come across. chip to the back post, runs out for a goal kick.
I thought that were a foul, mate.
I thought Fofana wins the ball and then gets taken out, and he is holding his ankle there. It didn't look good at the time.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he didn't take the ball. No chance. Let's have a look. Oh, just.
I mean, if I was Chedham slides on the floor, wraps his foot around the ball and wins it, and Fofana's ankles really just gets caught in between. It's not really any intent to tackle the man there.
He's had problems with his ankle as well in the past. Fofana.
Yeah, there's not a foul in there for me. I can understand why the referee hasn't given it, because he's gone for the ball, but obviously they've just clashed more than everything. There's no foul on it, but he seems all right. He's getting the ball now right back, and he's running. Seems to be moving okay. A little dummy and comes inside to Tielemans, so hopefully he's all right. Tielemans back to Ndidi, will break forward. Tielemans with the diagonal ball to Justin. Justin's got Barnes down the left.
Fantastic. Go on.
Pulls it back to Justin.
Go on, Cafu.
Pulls it back to it's coming toward Brighton, but just gets Cafu. Ball's still great though. And Diddy edge of the area to Tielemans. Tielemans take a touch. Goes wide to Timmy Cassagna, who'll hold it up and just keeps it in play.
That's a foul, ref, surely.
On down the left, Southampton come after nicking it back. Not a foul. Armstrong down the left. He's only got one man, and that's Chad Holmes in front of him. He comes across field, out to the right to Walker Peters. He'll break into the front. He looks to the dummy inside, and well played, James Justin, who robs him of the ball, and Leicester will come up there.
Sorry, Tom. I've got to put this on screen. How long has Adrian Lewis been on Leicester? Do you know who Adrian Lewis is? Is he the darts player? Am I thinking of the right bloke?
Jackpot, Adrian Lewis.
I'm not saying you look like him. However, I'm going to say if you could pick anyone to look like you, it would probably be him. I can't think of many others. I do like to look at lookalikes, but yeah.
I like that one. Oh, I've got to put this on.
Gray's back again with another $2.99. Gray, cheers, mate. Appreciate it. I can see another message from you as well. Yeah. Can I come in on live chat? I promise I won't call my wife something head. Yes, mate. Come on at half time. Click the link at half time or at full time. Come on. It's a bit crowded at the minute if you came on now. But yeah, come on at full time or half time. But yeah.
Intercepted again. At the moment, it's just all gone a bit sloppery for Leicester. Giving the ball away. Here comes Southampton into the box. Ched Evans, saved by Kasper, corner to Southampton.
Ched Adams.
Ched Evans.
Is it? What was that?
All right.
No, it doesn't matter. I was thinking of someone else. Ched Adams is who I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, but let's not go there. But yeah. Ched Adams is the old Chesterfield player who got arrested for
and got cleared of every charge.
Ched Evans.
He got cleared of every charge.
You know what I mean, though. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I was making sure that was him. I couldn't remember.
I've just put it out there. He was cleared of all charges out there, so we won't really go into that.
I'm not convicting him.
Headed away.
I'm not a judge. Another €2. Everyone's trying to out super chat each other. €2 from Dave Gavin. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that as always.
Hey, we all come to see you in Ireland at some point. Me and Locks will come. Yes. I promise you now. We will come. It will happen once.
Flights.
As soon as COVID's gone and we will be out to you. Know, we said this.
Yeah. Next time we're allowed out and travel abroad, send us your address. We'll head over on the plane.
Southgate is in the house tonight at the King Power. Masked up, of course. Oh, Locks is gone. Locks has dropped out. His internet's played up again. And let's have the ball in the back. And Diddy plays it out to Fofana on the edge of the area. Comes out to Timmy Cassagna. He's getting closed down. And say Southampton are trying to close down. Ball over the top. Ooh, he just gets his head to it. Because if not, Vardy's in one-on-one with the goalkeeper and in behind. Southampton popping it around now in the middle of the park. Come inside. Again, there's the overlap. Ball in behind and Kasper will come and claim it. Got lucky there. Better ball and they had
would have been in.
Down the left with Justin inside to Ndidi. Ball on Tielemans' turn onto the halfway line. Pings it out wide to Cassagna on the right hand side. No options. Going to have to come inside again. All too much coming inside for me tonight so far. We're not really had that option going forward bar the long ball, and it's a bit predictable at the moment. Leicester are Where some games we've been popping it off for fun. Tonight we haven't really got our passing game going.
No, I think it's been Southampton sat on the halfway line, haven't they, inviting pressure from Leicester.
In comes Cassania to the right hand side, cuts it back. Keeps it in. Cassania pulls it back again. Maddison at edge of the box. Comes to Albrighton, comes back to Fofana.
Oh, no.
It's all going backwards. Back to Albrighton. There's the ball lame in. Plays in Cassania. Oh, he can't get past his man. And Southampton crowd Leicester out again and clear. And it'll be a throw-in. No, we'll keep it in. Johnny Evans. Just all predictable at the moment. Just all too predictable. Yeah, throw it to Leicester anyway.
They're very good defensive, though, Southampton, this game.
Oh, set up brilliant to try and frustrate us. You can tell that. And you can tell that every time Cassania or James Justin get the ball, they're putting 4 men around that player to, stop him getting any overlap or any 1-2 in and around the penalty area. Oh, Brighton will keep it in. Hold it back, headed out by Ward-Prowse, and Brighton was offside anyway. Free kick to Southampton, not in their area. You're right there, Locks. You dropped out, kid.
Yeah, mate. Toilet run as always,
Oh, you broke the seal after 26 minutes.
Hold on. No. After 4 hours, not 26 minutes.
I haven't seen you for 4 hours.
We'll tell everyone that. We know we have seen each other. Joking.
COVID and all that.
But yeah, Lee says Southampton have a really good shape. The cameraman on BT Sport is making me dizzy. Well, imagine how I feel after a few gins, eh?
Go on, Jamie. Oh,
Wayward kick again by McCarthy. Oh, Maddison nicks it back. Maddison will chase this one down. Southampton go back to the goalkeeper. McCarthy clears again.
Locks on the G&T. No, the G&Ls, the gin and lemonades. I'm not a big fan of tonic.
Ball over the top. Wilcott plays it back to Wilcott in behind. Johnny Evans with a great interception there at the back. Or Theo's going to get a one-on-one chance. What a tackle by Johnny Evans.
We've got to be careful, haven't we, in this game?
They're looking for the 1-2. We knew they would. That's their game plan.
Go on.
And Johnny Evans try and get the pace. Ball switched. Oh, Cassani gives it away again. Barnes wins it. Edge of the area. Maddison. Round his man. Shoot. Over the crossbar.
Oh, my days.
Couldn't keep the shot down. Got lucky. It was a poor pass by Cassania. Luckily, it ricocheted to Leicester. Off the Southampton man. Comes to Maddison. Edge of the D. Knocks it past his man. And fires it over the crossbar.
Kimmy says gin and Dr Pepper is the way forward. Make the players look like they are running faster. Leicester on TV. Here we go, guys. Hit them likes. Get them to 50 today. Gray says it's the super sticker night tonight. You've had super stickers tonight more than any other night. Yeah, well. Oh, Fee sent another one. Fee, look, I'm slacking today. Fee, there we go. Fee has sent a $4.99 super sticker. Just like I was saying to everyone else tonight, thank you so much for doing the super stickers and the super chats.
No.
It goes back into the channel sometimes. Well, when it's time, pair of clippers for me to shave me hair. But yeah, thank you everyone for doing the super chats and super stickers. Guys, if you're doing a super chat, right, I've noticed a few people doing a super chat but putting no chat in. You may as well make the most of it. Put a chat in there. Ask us a question. Do something like that, or give a song for Jack to sing like he did last night on my show.
Oh no! Not again.
Here we go. If anyone puts a super chat in now, put a song that you want Jack to sing, and he'll sing it.
The views went from about 100 to 0 as soon as I opened my mouth.
Yeah.
Leicester come down the right with Timmy Cassania. Again, it's all very, very sideward, backward passing at the moment. There really isn't much going forward, Leicester. I mean, we're 30 minutes in. We haven't had a really, bar the Barnes shot on McCarthy's goal. That is it. Ball in behind. Kasper comes out and reads it first time. We'll play Kasper Schmeichel there.
Well played. Seen the danger there.
Look, the super sticker.
They're
another
just looking
super
for that
sticker.
ball over the top.
Yes, Gray is here. It's another super sticker. $4.99 from Gray.
$4.99. Jesus.
He hasn't put a song though that they want Jack to sing. So
The
we'll see.
initiation.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one last night, Jack. Appreciate that.
That's
Another
alright.
$4.99 from Gray. Appreciate that. Jack Haley's here. Hey, Jack, your missus is here. Jack should shave his head if Leicester win. Well, Haley, it's good to know that you're that keen on him doing it. My girlfriend, when I shaved my hair in lockdown, my missus cried. My missus actually cried when I shaved my head in lockdown. She didn't like it. So yeah.
Should we shave it or should we dye Jack's hair blonde?
Like a badger, a little stripe, badger stripe.
That actually look like blonde. I could have a Michael Van Gerwen cut me, mate.
Have you seen what I've done? Yeah, thought so. Zachary says, many times I have done a super chat for y'all. Wanted to do a donation since question failed to come to mind or time zone. Oh, another one. Great. Well, lads, JJ is England bound, so I think Jack. I think he is Jack. Sing Smile. What Smile?
When you're smiling.
Oh, again. Go on, Jack. Give us a 10-second rendition. Go on.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. When you're smiling.
All right, that's enough. We're losing viewers. We're losing viewers. It's all right. We're losing
It's gone down.
And Southampton there goes into the box. Round the corner. Wolf. Little Wes tied it up. And it'll be a goal.
Hey,
Well played.
Go on, Jack. Barbie girl.
Oh, nah.
Go on, just a little bit. Go on, one more bit.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's fantastic.
Cheers, Charlie. Thank you. Oh, quality. Gray says, how do you put a message in the super chats? I'll tell you now, mate. Because I'll just go to do it on mine. 1 sec.
FA Cup 4th round starts Friday.
There's a part where it looks like it's not for a message, but it is. So when you go on your super chats, Gray, make sure it's a super chat, not a sticker. And then it says, your amount and message will be public. So you click that. So right.
Go on, Ov.
Barnes. Oh, takes his side of man. That's got to be a trick, referee. No? Finds Vardy on the left, though.
Go on, Jamie.
Comes
click
back
the
to
green box.
JJ inside to Wilfred. He'll get closed down. Tillemans.
I think Leicester just need to start speeding up the play.
That's the biggest thing. Too slow. Everything's pedestrian and not in the pace. Losing the ball again. Tillemans play one round the corner and Leicester lost it.
Go on, O'Brien.
Well played, Mark O'Brien. He gets the tackle in, but Southampton keep the ball.
Well done, Kev.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Madison. No need for that.
Tom, I'm getting messages about the pitch, the state of the pitch. What are your thoughts?
He's cut up a little bit tonight. I'd noticed it myself that he was cutting up. But again, it's time of the year. It's probably very, very wet. We know how much rain we've had over the last week or so, and snow and damp conditions. It's probably not dried out as well as they would have liked. But then again, the modern day pitches should be up to the up to be able to play on 3-4 times a week. Just one of those things. If they've had a heavy rainfall today, I don't know what it's been like in Leicester for the weather, but
yeah. We've got another one here, Jack. $2 from Zachary Harden. Sing your favourite Leicester chant.
I gotta think of one now.
What an initiation to Leicester Fan TV, Tom. This, eh?
Let me think of one. Oh yeah, Fish, I had a dream to build a football team. Came from Thailand, but now he's one of our own. We play from the back and counter-attack. Champions of England, you made us sing that. Oh.
There we go.
The final cuts out passport.
Lost my headphone then. Lost my headphone. That's bad, that.
I'll tell you what. Oh, Gray's. I mean, I shouldn't have told Gray how to do a super chat, should I?
No, you should have just left him to it.
Thank you for everyone who's doing the super chats. What I'll do, I'll give Jack a break and I'll sing it. Even though this may disturb you for years, this might leave a horrible stain on your brain. I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me.
Don't start taking your clothes off.
Too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my. That's it. That's all you're getting, Greg.
I thought you were going to strip tease for the fans then.
There we go. Locks to sing I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. There we go. You've had it. All right. Just to let you all know, before you start getting super chats in, that's the end of the singing for tonight. So if you get your super chats in, we ain't doing any more singing. Instead, if you want to get super chats in, ask us a question instead, and we'll answer it. But that's enough singing for tonight. I'm sure. I think we've just lost 50 viewers from me singing I'm Too Sexy for my shirt.
Cassania down the line. Ooh, just gets a toe on it. Southampton, there was an opportunity for cross. Ooh, referee, you got in the way there, ref. Come off it, referee. You got to move out the way there.
Diallo versus Ndidi.
And Ndidi wins the ball back. Madison, there's the ball. There's the overlap on the right. Oh, playing the ball. Albrighton down the right, pulls it back. Vardy missed the ball completely in the box. Vardy completely ends up missing the ball. Albrighton wins it back.
Come on.
Back down the line to Timmy Cassania, to Albrighton's side.
Nah, you're still on.
Touch, pulls it back.
Go on,
inside.
get on that left foot.
Left foot, chips it in. Head.
Come on, fuck out. Come on.
Have you read this comment, Tom?
Madison into the box.
Get it! Madison, baby!
Get in there!
Yeah, Madison there! Just to go 5, Madison told everyone to bear away, and he's celebrating by doing the old social distance celebration.
Talk us through this, Tom. Talk us through this goal.
Yeah, I mean, we'd had a bit of pressure there as well for a good 30 seconds there and around the box, really pushing it on Southampton to come, and it's come from James Maddison. A bit of magic by the kid, to be honest with you. Crossed out by Albrighton, came to him. He keeps the ball in as usual, Mark does. Pulls it back inside to Tillemans. Maddison makes the turn on the edge of the box into the area. Tillemans passes it to him. He runs into the edge of the area, goes past his man for fun, and smashes it into the top corner, right on the angle. No one's stopping that, and Maddison with a great finish. Tillemans with it.
Finish from there.
Team.
Finish from there.
We're learning now, lock singing equals goals. So,
yeah. Mate, it's a regular thing.
Yeah.
This is just comical. I think our fan channel is just crazy, isn't it?
Free kick to Leicester, handball by Adam in the corner. I mean, like say, what a time to score with 6 minutes ago they half, 7 minutes ago this half. Great time to get the goal, and now it's time to see this one out, lad. Be professional, game management at its best now. See this out to half time. If you can nick another one, great, but let's go in with that 1 goal advantage.
How many goals has Maddison got now? It's 2-2 for him, I know, this game. I'm not sure how many he's scored.
That'll bring it. Yeah, I think it is 4.
1 against Man City.
1 against Newcastle.
Tottenham and Southampton.
Is it 5?
Played Albright, nicks it back, pulls it into the edge of the area, and no one's in the box for him. He was really on his own at that point.
The Tottenham one didn't count, did it?
We love you, Fee. We love you. Thank you for always watching every single week without fail. Many of you, not just Fee, many of you do as well. So thanks to all of you.
Southampton win the ball in the halfway line, come up the pitch. Loads of people making 1-4 for them now. They're trying to get this goal for half time. Comes back to the edge of the area, out to the left hand side. Albrighton comes out to cover. Southampton just keep it in.
I just love the way Fafon is leading the team and pointing to where every player needs to be.
We're being told that that's Maddison's 7th goal in all competitions.
7th, yeah.
Ball to the back post, headed up Bertram. Albrighton to clear.
And the goal celebration, the do 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 do. I think it is Hazard's goal, to win us the league. I'm pretty sure you can see Jason Bourne in the background as well, going crazy. So yeah.
Jay. Love the bloke, top man.
Yeah,
that were not to remember that.
And I can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet. I mean, any of you who have me on Twitter will know. I saw Matt Piper today. I had a chat with Matt Piper. We were in the post office on Woodgate. Not giving away where I live, but yeah. Ball in Southampton.
Bertram into the box, shoots. Kasper saves over the crossbar. What a save, Kasper!
Save, man.
Things that one over the bar. Could have gone anywhere, but over the bar.
But yeah, I saw Matt Piper. I was going in there to post something, obviously, and yeah, it was actually no, I wasn't actually. I was going to collect something, and I saw Matt Piper, a lot taller than I thought, a lot taller in real life than I thought he was actually. But I was doing one of them awkward things, you know. It's lockdown. What's acceptable these days? What's not? You know, I'm not going to go and say, "Hey, have a selfie, Matt."
Socially distanced.
So he was behind me in the queue, and I turned around to him and went, "Doing the commentary tonight, mate." And he was like, yeah. I was like, "What's your score prediction?" And he wouldn't tell me the score prediction.
Ball into the box, Southampton, head away by Timmy Castagna, head again, still to Bertram, Wilcott, pings it to the back post, and it'll go to Kasper safe.
Hey, look.
But I told him my score prediction, which was 2-1 Leicester, and then on Twitter later on, he did tell me his score prediction was 3-1 Leicester. So we'll see who was right, me or Matt Piper. One of them is a Leicester legend. The other scored the last goal at Filbert Street. So which one is it? Joking. Dave Gavin here, €2. Cheers, Dave, mate. Appreciate that. But yeah, what were you going to say, Jack?
Did no one get battered at the chippy down the road?
Oh, Buckminster Chippy. Lovely Chippy, mate. Lovely Chippy.
Barnes on the ball, edge of the area, cuts inside, shoots. Oh, and it goes wide.
That's a really nice chippy, that, you know. Buck's
mate,
chippy.
It's a quality chippy. Quality chippy.
I go there.
Where'd you live? Well, don't give me your address, but whereabouts?
I live not far from like Groby Road, so.
Oh, not far from me then, mate. I'll come up for a social distanced
social distance drink.
I'm sure that's not a song you did in the air, Jack. You just pop round the corner to go to the Northern Correspondent in Ross. So how the hell?
Ross. Do you know what? Yeah, that JR music, from the wrestling. I played it for his letterbox, and I didn't tell him I was coming, and I just like left it there.
How did you know? I thought you lived up there. That's the only reason.
Hey,
nah.
Andrew said, I bet Matt was starstruck. Matt Piper, he was, mate. Trust me.
He met a celebrity.
I didn't mention Leicester Fan TV too.
That's a foul. Wow. That's got to be a card. That's got to be a yellow card, referee.
Yeah, he's pulling the card out.
Just a yellow card for Diallo.
Show me age because I was looking to see Matt Piper play. So.
Yep.
And you're right. He is tall for a winger. He is very tall.
Mate, honestly, I don't know if it was just from me knowing he was a winger or what, but I saw him and I thought to myself, that's Matt Piper. And then I thought, wait, no, he's not that tall, surely. And I thought, no, that's definitely him. So it did shock me a bit. But yeah, strange one, definitely. But
free kick, probably about 40 yards out. Maddison stands over it, right-footed to take it. Johnny Evans went at Varner. It comes up from the back. Again, we've gone for it to now with, 2 minutes? A minute to go of normal play when this is taken. Whips into the back post. Johnny Evans goes to Fofana, back across goal and straight to goal.
Cheers, Zach. We appreciate the feedback, mate.
Love it. Enjoying this as
Thanks
well.
for watching as always. Kevin says, played with Matt Piper locally at Mowmaker a few years ago. Was decent then. Yeah.
Marika Hill, yeah.
Marika Hill, I used to
unlucky in it. Unlucky with injuries and stuff like that, mate. Just one of those players, isn't it?
He ended his career.
A lot of players like that. A lot of players like that. Who knows what they would have gone on to achieve, eh?
Now Albright's being booked for a tackle on Bertram. Very, very harsh, I think. He's gone for the ball and, he might have caught his ankle, but that's not a yellow card.
He's handed him out like chewing gum, this referee.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Stuart Atwell. I mean, for anybody, for me, who gives a goal, what was never a goal against him. People don't understand what I'm talking about. It was Watford Reading in the Championship a long time ago. And the ball went out of play behind the goal. He gave a goal to Watford. And for God knows how he gave the ball, had gone next to the post, rebounded back out, and he gave a goal. They go back in there. We didn't have the TV replays like we do now to look at them. But for me, if any referee can give a goal like that, then they shouldn't be refereeing at any standard. I don't care if you make a mistake. That's unforgivable for me. So, you know, for him to now be refereeing in the top league, it's a long way back from it's been. Leicester with 2 minutes of injury time to play, and we're into the first 30 seconds have gone already.
Just see it out now. I think
that's got to be another card referee.
Come on now.
That's got to be. If you've just booked Albrighton for the same kind of tackle through the side to the back, how's he not booking the Southampton player for exactly the same thing? And this is where we talk about the game, the consistency of refereeing, and it is poor, very poor.
It is over here.
Oh, Casey. I like that, Casey.
I like the referees in the Champions League, though. The foreign referees, because they don't stand shit with nobody.
No, they will be straight into it. Still, the referee we've had down here was the lady ref in the UEFA Cup.
Yeah. The Europa League,
She got to referee in the Champions League not long ago, and rave reviews again. Leicester win the ball just at the pitch, ball and behind, Albrighton to run onto it on the left-hand side. And at the moment, every single Leicester player, he took down the left-hand side of the pitch. Ball back to Barnes. Barnes into the area. He's got to pull it back. He does. Oh, and it behind. And did he over the crossbar?
Oh, Will. Oh.
Barnes getting down the left, pulls it back, goes behind Vardy, cleared out to and did he edge of the area, and left foot just smashes over the crossbar. But again, a great opportunity. Lovely little 1-2s around the edge of the area. And
if Vardy didn't miss it, it was 2-0.
I'll say now that had the goal been given, it would have been chucked off for offside. If Barn was probably an armpit, that's about it off. But his armpit would have been in an offside position because that's how technical we can go nowadays. And we are into that's the injury time gone. So after this goal,
that should be it. Half time, yes.
Jack will bring you in for the second half, mate. All right.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. There we go, Locks.
Oh, look, I'm back on the big screen, eh?
You got to look. Jack's enjoyed it. I can tell he has, and I'm pleased he's here. Like you say, the reason Jack's here tonight is so he gets used to doing this kind of stuff. He's going to be stepping in for me when I have to work on a Sunday for maybe half a game here, half a game there, depending on the kickoff time. So you'll have Jack doing the commentator with the Locks on some match days going forward. Sadly, my wife goes back to work after maternity leave, and fair play, Jack's been good so far. Loved it, but it is easier with two of you. It can get confusing with three people going at it. But hey, what can I say? 1-0 up against a good Southampton team, and in comes the Messiah Philip with his new glasses to look like Harry Potter.
Thanks, chaps. That was a decent first half, lads. Quite entertaining, very even.
Yeah, I'd say even. I think we took a bit of time to get going. I don't think our passing was the sharpest in and around the area. The one shot for Barnes probably should have been better for me, but to go in 1-0, we'll take that. And now we built the second half. And, you know, there was a chance for the second right at the end when Barnes pulled it back and misses Vardy by a step. So half time, we've got to be positive. Not played that well, but 1-0 up.
Locks, you happy so far?
Yeah. I mean, you can't complain when you 1-0 up. You know, we're in the pole position for the win, and I think it'll be a big win today. You know, Southampton have had a good start to the season. They've been quality this year. I don't expect them to finish in these kind of places at the end of the season, but still, they're trying to get as many points as they can early on, and I think it's important that we get the 3 today. So yeah, 1-0 up, can't complain.
Brilliant, chaps. Thanks for the first half. Come back for the second half.
Cheers.
We'll see you shortly, guys. Yeah. Thanks so much to Tom and Locks for their first half watch along. Don't forget they'll be back for the second half, so we'll get those back in as soon as we can. Let's get your comments in, get your views in. What do you think to the first half? Are we doing all right? Ian says, against the run of play, need to take control now. Passes need to be better. Yeah, Ian, do you think Saints probably had the better first half, if you were being honest about it? Patrick says it's been a good half. Saints look is dangerous. We're going to win, man, says Daniel. We need another goal, says LCFC Grey on YouTube. So please keep getting your comments in and let us know what you think. Ian says, against for another play. Passes need to be a little bit better. Steve Smart says he's giving credit to Southampton. They've played really well and have made Leicester look poor at times. So I'll take 1-0 at half time. Winning, says James. Winning, but don't really deserve it. I'll take it. I think I'm a bit with LCFC Grey here. I thought we played okay. Rudy says that's the best side we've played so far. Rudy, do you think we can go on and win it? Obviously, one of the questions we ask at half-time. Yeah, I thought, Mark, by the way, I did say the pitch looked rough as well. At half-time, we always start to think about the second half. If you were Brendan Rodgers, what would you do? I want to know what your comments are on that. What should Brendan do next? Think of the bench. At what time do you start to make changes? I think probably this is our strongest side. I'm sure he will probably start to make some changes, but who do you think he might bring on and when? This is when a little bit, I think, you look at the bench and you think, where is there? But at the moment, it's 1-0 to Leicester, so there's no need to do too much at all. Let's honestly... Yes, Saints cutting us open and very lucky. Yeah, Kasper made a good save, didn't he? He's also done a bit of poor distribution, Ian. What do you think to that? Just a little off for some reason, but the goal was energised and got the guys focused. What a goal it was from Maddison. I thought that was a really good goal. Very tight angle. What did you think to it? Saints are a good side, says Zab. Great finish by Madders. Yeah, I was just saying that. I agree with you. Adam saying maybe bring Sayunko on at the back. Be nice to see him maybe, wouldn't it, Adam, get 10 or 15 minutes at the end just to stretch his legs out, but obviously we need to see where the game goes before you risk him. I thought at one point Castagna was down and injured, but he obviously looked all right. Evans gets so much stick from Leicester City fans. He's shown his quality that half. A few really important challenges. Jono, I don't think any Leicester fans give Johnny Evans stick, do they? I think most fans think he's done a great job for us, but maybe you've seen different to me, Jono. Sam says, I hope we don't sit back and defend now. Yeah, I agree. It's not going to be our way. I think if we sit back and defend, I guess you could argue we might hit them on the counter back. Lee saying maybe get Ricardo on for Albrighton. I think that's a fair shout, Lee. Give Ricardo 15, 20 minutes at the end of the game again, maybe to see what he can do. I thought Albrighton's had a decent game again. Ian says, I think Southampton will tire in the second half and not press as hard. Still dangerous on the counter. They certainly are, aren't they? Keith is saying the game is being a bit cancelled out, fairly equal on possession. I think a lot of people will agree with LCFC Grey here. We've got to. I think we might go for it by allowing Southampton to come at us a little bit, Gray. That's what it might be. Get your views in and your comments on that. Imran again is commenting on the pitch. Yeah, I mean we've had a lot of rain in Leicestershire this week. It's been it's an absolute bog if you go outside for a little walk. EKG on YouTube says, feels like it's a strong from both sides. Quality build-up. Being a goal will help us push forward and get vulnerable. Yeah, I agree. I think when they come on with us, EKG, that is exactly what's going to do it. This is Michael Barksdale on YouTube. Oh, Michael, thanks for letting us know, Mick Bizzle. Yeah, how are you? Are you coming on the post-match show, Michael, to give us your views watching over in Seattle, US of A? What a goal, says Carlos. It was indeed. Fee saying Johnny Evans, nice guy. Oh, quality guy, quality player. William is saying maybe get Ricardo on and under in the second half. Carlos is saying Kasper and Evans played well, though. They certainly have. Keep getting your views in. Keep getting your comments in. Let us know what you think. It's difficult to look good when Southampton turn up and park the bus. I think they've done more than that. I think I would, if I was being honest, I think Southampton have probably created more chances and been a little bit more progressive than Leicester. Lee, yes, good little social distance celebration. Although they did all the social distance stuff and then they still ended up doing high fives and all the stuff that whatever they do that clearly I can't do. Albrighton's done well, but maybe Ricardo or under on for him. Let's see. Jack, are you Jack? I was just about to add Jack in. Let's get him in because he's got a sandwich in his mouth. There you go, Jack, mate. Sorry, pal.
That's all right.
I was trying to catch you eating your sandwich. How are you doing? What do you reckon to the first half, Jack?
Yeah, a very positive result at half time. we've not really done too much. Southampton have come at us as you'd expect. A very good side, Southampton, defensive, and they seem to want to play it over the top quite a lot and catch us out. But we've defended well. I think Johnny Evans and Fofana have been a rock at the back this half. So
yeah, I thought Fofana's done well again. I think the link-up play. There's been quite a lot of like people are saying nullification between the two teams, but there's been 3 or 4 or 5 Leicester moves that have been really slick, and I think we've looked very good at times. Castagna again, I think, is showing some of his qualities.
Yeah, Castagna's been fantastic again. He always is every time he starts. He's superb since we've signed him, Phil. He ain't pulled foot wrong as of yet, but I think as the time goes on within the game, I think we can get that second goal. I think Southampton will come out more second half and they'll want it more to score a goal, but hopefully we can break them on the attack the way they've done to us.
Mark, what you drinking? You look like you're on a bit of vino, the same as Russell Osman.
Damn straight.
You went for 3-1, didn't you, Mark?
I went 3-1, but what I'm worried about most is the bookings.
Yeah, there's been a couple. Who's been booked? Fofana, certainly, hasn't he? And
O'Brien.
Yeah, Fofana and Albrighton, wasn't it?
Yeah, a few people have said Fofana's maybe a little bit at risk at the back there. Maybe bring Soyuncu on for him at some point.
I just don't want to get caught short because they're coming at us. They're coming at us well. They're playing well. Like I say, I went for 3-1, but I might be changing my bet.
Yeah, I agree. Jack, where do you think it's going to go second half? Are they going to come at us, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll come at us for sure. Ralph Hasenhuttl will sit there at half time and tell the Saints to go and get Leicester, but I can see us winning the game. I'm not too worried, to be honest. I know Southampton's had their chances in behind and that, but you just got to be careful, haven't you, in getting them free kicks in dangerous areas. And with the pace of Walcott, it's very difficult to keep an eye on him in the whole 90 minutes. So hopefully we can keep him out.
Yeah, Michael says here, keep Fofana on. And somebody has just put on here, which I'd like to ask you about, Mark, was Stephen says 1 goal won't be enough. Do you agree with him there? 1 goal won't be enough?
Yeah, we need another one. We definitely need another one. I've not felt so uncomfortable watching a game for months. This one has got me on the edge of the seat, and it is a squeaky bum game.
Squeaky bum game. Kasper's played well, Mark.
Yeah, his distribution's still a bit crap, to be honest.
He's done a couple, hasn't he? Which you just think,
yeah. Why have you done that?
He's trying to get the game moving quickly sometimes, isn't he? With some of he doesn't. These they're not a proper goal kick, old school, are they? They're like a kung fu pass almost.
But he has made a couple of bloody good saves, to be honest.
Yeah, brilliant, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Jack, as well, for coming on at half time. We'll see you guys later. Cheers to Jack. Cheers to Mark for coming on. Don't forget, join us at full time to get all your views and all your comments in. We want to go through it. Keep getting your comments in. Keep getting your views on. Matt, as ever, says, bring Bob Hazel on. Bless. Good old Bob Hazel. Well, did you see Russell Osman, ex-Leicester centre-half? Great player he was for us. And actually made me think, I haven't watched Escape to Victory in absolutely donkey's age. Was it on at Christmas? I need to watch that soon. And for you youngsters, if you haven't watched Escape to Victory, it's one of the best football war films there ever was. Mind you, I can't think of many other war football films, to be fair. Maybe there is one. Is there? Let me know. 1 goal's never enough, says Chris Jones, watching on YouTube. Thanks. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for that. 1 goal's never enough, says Chris. But after the 90, 1 goal is always enough. Exactly. 1-0. We'd take that at the end. Again on YouTube, cut out the sloppy at times play and we'll be okay, says LCFC Gray. Little Willie Holloway says we need to up our game if we're going to win this one. If not, we'll concede. Do you think we're going to go on and win it, Will? What's your score predictions? Hope you're well. Jamie says, I swear all the refs have been crap today. Oh, listen. Zab says, Kasper is a legend, but has never been able to kick the ball well. Some of his distribution is amazing. It's just, it doesn't always come out as well. Mike, yes, indeed. I have got new glasses. A little bit of Harry Potter for you. I'm that old now. I need to have reading glasses so I can see the blooming laptop screen. So apologies about that. Peter says, hard watch. Hopefully a better second half. Second half is about to kick off, so I need to see. Locks and Tom, are you ready to come back in? They're giving me the thumbs up. Here's Tom. Here's Locks. Chaps, how are you both? Second half, but people seem generally like okay with that first half. I don't think Brendan needs to change too much around in that next 20 minutes, Tom.
No, I think he probably word to them lads at half time was, you've got to move the ball quicker to, get in again. We're not really causing Southampton problems because they're sitting so deep. Simple as that. And if you want to get in behind a Southampton team who are defending well, and they are defending well, you've got to move the ball quicker to move it around. Their press is phenomenal. Seriously, I've not seen a team press so high and so quickly and so accurately. That's the big thing. They're pressing in the right areas every time. It's not going to be an easy game today. So second half, Rodgers will be saying, get the ball and move it quicker.
Locks, I think we're perhaps a little bit fortunate to be 1-0 up, and Saints are a little bit unlucky that they didn't carve a goal out there.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been the best of games, but the reason you have players like Maddison in your team is to kind of create one moment of magic. The thing with a Maddison player, a number 10, and I will say a number 10 player, you look at Mesut Ozil, Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish at times. They're not always consistent players, but that they can bring up a moment of magic when they need to. And I think that's what Maddison's done today. Me and Tom have sat here in the past and slated Maddison for performances. We slated him before his assist for Vardy's goal against Sheffield United. He had a poor performance. But in that number 10 role, as Maddison said, I can't remember who it was for, TalkSport or Sky Sports or whoever it was, they said, he said, sorry, the role I'm in, I give the ball away a lot. But I know that I'm going to have a chance to change a game, and that's what he's done today. So we'll see what he can offer in the second half. Fingers crossed, it remains this scoreline, and we come away with 3 points.
Brilliant, thanks. I'm going to leave it now. Come back and join me as soon as the full-time whistle goes, and we'll get all your final views and comments into hopefully a Leicester win. I'm going to let Tom and Locks carry on with the second half. So I'll see you guys later. Come on, Leicester.
There we go, full screen. Phil's juices. There's Locks.
I'm just eating a jam tart.
What a tart.
I'm doing a Ross and eating on the stream.
As Leicester about to get kicked away, let's bring Jack in. Let's go back to the formation. There we go. All's right in the world for the day.
Kick off.
And we're underway. Tielemans goes long to the left to Barnes, who wins his header. Vardy jumps, doesn't win his header, but it'll be Leicester throw. You had a sandwich, Jack?
Yeah, he caught me eating, innit? I had to drop my sandwich quick.
Oh, dear.
I enjoyed it as well.
Don't worry, mate. I'll just do it live on stream. I'm too comfortable these days, eh?
I still expected.
Right. We got straight away, as soon as the second half starts, we've got a super chat here from Gray. Brendan Rodgers, Blue Army. Cheers, Gray. A different Gray, I believe. A different Gray to the other Gray.
Southampton break. Yeah. 3-on-3 at the moment. And did he put it into the box? Shot, saved, and Wilcock falls over.
Oh, my days.
Had a free chance. Theo Kasper parries it out to him, and Theo gets his feet in a mess, and it just rebounds and goes out for a goal kick. But Leicester got caught there, and Little Wes gave the ball away. Ball got spreaded to the left-hand side. Armstrong played it to the left. Shot by Small Bones, saved by Kasper, straight to the feet of Wilcock.
Small Bones.
Small Bones. Saved by Kasper, parries it out straight to Theo, but Theo couldn't get his feet set, and Leicester give the ball away again by Kasper.
I think that's what the Southampton manager would have told them at half time, to attack us the way they have and then keep it up. But it's how long they can do that for, innit? Yeah, it helps us definitely. Get Vardy in behind.
Plays all Brighton, yeah. All Brighton will keep it. Comes down the left-hand side. He's on his own at the moment. He'll go to the byline, pull it back. Oh,
Tielemans. Come on, Justin.
Justin on the ball, comes outside, edge of the area, goes down to the left-hand side to Albrighton. He takes a touch, goes back down to the left onto his left foot, crosses one to the back post, all the way through. No one's there, headed out by Bertram, cleared.
I've got a question, Tom and Jack. Hold on, we'll just see if anything materialises from here. Because my attention span is dreadful, has the whole game been Justin on the left, Castagna on the right?
Yes. Yeah, I did say about 5 minutes into commentary that Leicester had set up with the same as they did at Stoke with Timmy down the right.
Would you not switch around with that maybe? I don't know. Despite the goal against Stoke, I feel that Justin is better on the right, you know?
Yeah, but then I think you take out the running pace of Castagna on the left, because he has to come inside because he's not naturally left-footed, where Justin can do the left. I know it's not natural for him again, but he has played left back for a good season at Luton. He was their left back. Roger said after the game at Stoke that he played Castagna there because of the running power and that he can just go inside of people. He hasn't got to muck around to cut back. So it might be a ploy again today that they're trying to keep Castagna on this right so he can get at the Southampton defence quicker and not having to come inside every time.
And this is the thing with versatile fullbacks, mate, or wing backs, fullbacks, whatever. You know that if Brendan did ever opt for a switch, a switch in those two switching sides, it can cause havoc. We've seen it before. What game was it against? Was it Brighton? No. Was it Brighton? Where I can't remember what game it was. Where we were playing, I think it was Justin at left back, Mark Albrighton at right wing back. We switched to a 4. Justin came on the right hand side, and it threw the opposition off, mate.
With a Brighton game, home game.
Yeah.
Leicester again appealing for the free kick and the yellow card. They'd already been booked in the first half. Was booked. Leicester win it. Maddison's away. Maddison then gets deliberately pulled back. Diop's waving his finger, thinking he's got a wand in his hand. And I don't get how that's not a second yellow card. He's impeded him. He's moving away from him. Little Wes coming up.
Jamie's he's told the bench because he's on a booking, or what's happening?
I don't know. I mean, he was. They have just gone to Southampton, running up and down the touchline, doing a vigorous X stretches and all that. So again, you don't know if he's feeling that knock in the first half, or they might not want to risk it losing him. Maddison with a free kick to the back post. McCarthy will come out and catch. Ooh, fumbles it. Luckily drops into his hands, but he did fumble it a little bit there, McCarthy. No pressure from any centre half.
Just quickly, guys, I'll get your opinion on Jack first, because we spoke about it yesterday. Edouard, what are your thoughts, mate? Do you think we should go for him 30 million?
I think he could turn out like the next Van Dijk in the Scottish Premiership, and to come to the Premier League and have a fantastic career. I don't see why not. If he's a young player as well, so he's going to be hungry, and he's obviously is it a goal every 2 games, I hear? So
yeah,
if he can do that in the Scottish League and up his game in the Premier League, he can definitely do that in the Prem.
Tom,
I think we've got the players for him.
Pulling faces, Tom.
I'm very hit and miss about signing Scottish players, mate. We did that in the past with Mark DeVries, Alan Mabry, Stephen Hughes. The name rolls off the tongue when we had Craig Levine come down from Scotland, and
I
know that was in the Championship, and it's a long time ago. But I just think £30 million for a 22, 23-year-old. I know he's scoring goals in Scotland, but it worries me. It really does, because it isn't the toughest league in the world, and that's no disrespect to Scotland. But I just feel if you're going to spend 30 million, I've been hoping that it's someone who played in the top end of the Championship, bottom half of the Premiership for 2 or 3 seasons, and been scoring goals on a regular basis. If I'm honest, a Callum Wilson. I would have spent the 30 million on Callum Wilson. The only problem you got is he's going to want to play games of football, and we can't give that person that game time at the moment with Vardy in the form he's in. And I just think 30 million is a lot of pounds for a
It's going to be booked now.
Ball into the box edge of the area, did he?
It's just about to Vardy out.
Yeah.
James Justin brilliantly done.
He keeps the ball, loses it, and cleared up the line. Free kick Southampton. Like I was going to say, I just think 30 million is a lot of money to be spending on someone who's not proven in the Premier League for me. I really do. I know we talk about players being 80, 90 million and being signed from big clubs abroad, like Chelsea have from Germany, with 2 players they've signed. But
Castagna got a knock. Sorry to interrupt, Thomas. Castagna got a knock.
He's got a slight knock. He seems to be able to.
Ricardo might just come on at some point.
But yeah, for me, not really fussed if we sign the Celtic striker. If I'm honest with you, I think there's a lot more better players out there for your money.
Lord
Looks
Farquhar.
like, Lord Farquhar.
Come on, where's Shrek and Donkey?
I mean, it's not a bad replacement, is it? It's not a bad replacement for Farm.
Little ways off then. You know, I think they're not might have taken its toll. He had a few dodgy matches in the second half already, and the pressure might have been on him. So, look, with what we played just over 7 minutes of the second half, it's good game time for him now to come on. The games are coming thick and fast again now after Christmas, with European football on the horizon, as well as the FA Cup games where they are winnable for me. Brentford, great opportunity to get through to the next round, and then a home tie against Brighton or Blackpool. You've got to be taking them if you want to progress.
It's a shame we can't go to our stadium this season.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this, Tom? I mean, Reese has said here, me and Reese were talking in the week, we should have gone for Wilson or Watkins in the summer. For me, I think we should have. However, I think the problem may have been, it's always going to be a problem for the next year at least, playing second fiddle to the main man, Jamie Vardy.
Of course it is. And Kalichi and Nacho's doing that now. And, you know, fair play, Kalichi isn't fussed about doing that. It's not really worked out as well we thought with Kalichi. I thought he did well last season for us. I think he's been a bit harshly treated by some of our fans with the way he gets talked about.
Yep.
But, you know, Wilson and Watkins is a tough one. Look, he did brilliant in the Championship. And like I just said, anybody who can do it in the Championship has got a very good chance of doing it in the Premier League, because the Championship, bottom half, you know, top half of the Championship is as good as the bottom half of the Premier League in some ways. With the teams up there, Wilson was my main target for me, but we were never going to sign him because he'd never come and play.
Well played, Cogs.
You know, look, you got Josh King. Josh King's another one in Singapore. You know, but again, you know, he's got to come in and do something. Josh King has, and it's not going to come and sit on the bench, is he? You know, there's talk of him going to, I can't think what I said. Someone else has mentioned a big club for him, so. It'll be interesting. I'll be honest, you know, I'm going to say now, I don't see us signing another striker until the summer. Oh, Locks has popped on twice.
Fair point, no.
Am I here?
Yeah, mate, you've come on twice for some reason. I'll just...
Internet problems, guys. As always, it's me, of course. Always internet problems.
StreamYard used to have right problems with iPhones, didn't they? And like the new update and that. It was ridiculous.
Me, you know.
Just a crackle in there. I was like, damn.
I mean, I've seen an interesting thing this week, guys. I mean, it's one of them, I've got a source in so-and-so, but I've seen a little post that Tillemans and Didi and Ricardo are not bought into the long-term project at Leicester.
Who's that? Ricardo...
Tillemans and Ndidi.
Someone wrote that on YouTube, didn't they, Locks?
On All Leeds, there was not All Leeds TV. Sorry, there was a different channel.
I think the club have made it quite obvious. If you don't want to be here, they'll get rid of you. So I don't believe anything like that. I'll be honest, you know.
I don't. No.
Chilwell didn't want to be here. We got rid of him. You know, simple as that. Drinkwater wanted to go. We got rid of him. Kante wanted to go. We got rid of him. I'm very much along the lines, and Brendan's the same. Thinking that if you don't want to play for Leicester, then I won't pick you. Get it. You know, it's just one of those. I don't see that if they really did not want to be here, then I think the club would have found them new ends by now. I know it sounds silly and you've got to find replacements, but why would you keep playing them? You wouldn't, would you?
He's finished his.
I mean, obviously, who do you think is the biggest? You know, because obviously last season we could say with confidence, you know, who is the most likely player to leave this summer? And we could have said Chilwell because of the interest in him. You know, now at this stage, who is the next one? Who is the next one who you're more likely to see leave? And for me, I could see probably Tillemans, because I think he's had, you know, last season he wasn't on it. He has been better this season. But I mean, Tom is one. You know, if Ricardo hadn't been injured since March, do you think someone would have come in for him in the summer? And do you think he would have left?
I think there'd been an opportunity, but again, I don't know if he would have left, if I'm honest. I think he's quite happy where he's at. He's got European football. I think he would have given us one more season, see if we could have got the Champions League again. Look, we all know money talks. We're not going to die. This is football, modern day football. The gone are the days are players going, I've come because I want to come and play for that club. You know, back in the day, you could have called it. Someone came because they actually wanted to come play for Leicester. You know, it was an opportunity. Nowadays, if someone comes knocking and the money's right, obviously, you know, you're going to progress. Look, Harry Maguire gets a lot of stick.
Yeah.
But for a footballing reason, he went to a big football club. He went for big bucks. He knew he was going to get more money. He was going to get the captaincy of Manchester United. Has he progressed? Probably not. He's gone back. He's gone backwards. But you're never going to begrudge someone who's going to go and make more money. It's like me sitting here. If someone's to offer me more money to go and do another job, but doing the same job as somewhere else but more money,
you go, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Consider it. So I will never begrudge someone that. The players that I begrudge are the young ones who I think sometimes ruin their careers. You know, the players like Jack Rodwell went from Everton to Manchester City really early age, disappeared, got injured.
Scott Sinclair,
another one disappeared, ended up playing in Scotland, now playing at Preston North End, I believe. You know, these players who are talented young, I'll just say his name, Adam Johnson, before he did a stupid thing. You know, these players were coming
and
through.
he is convicted. That
yes. You know, these players who come through who thought it was the grass was better on the, you know, green on the other side of the road, and there was more opportunities. Well, they sit on the bench and don't play. For me, the likes of Harvey Barnes. Hey, up a minute, what's he doing there? Bertrand just pushed him in the face, and he got a yellow.
He got red carded, did he? Last season in the 9-0 win.
He shoves you in the face, then it's a red card.
He got sent off before.
Where did he shove? Is that Albrighton lose the ball? Albrighton gets up to take the foul quickly, the throw in. He shoves him in the face, ref. That's a red card.
It's going to go to VAR, I think.
You can't shove him in the face. He puts his hands up into the face of Albrighton. No, VAR ain't going to bother with it. And that's how poor this VAR system's got.
We've had a guilty verdict and a not guilty verdict.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh.
He's going VAR for it as well.
Is he? The referee's been told to play on.
No, he's told to play on for now. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that'll be it. They won't check it now. If they haven't checked
if I'm right, I think it wasn't the face. I don't think it was the face. I think it was more like, I think that's the only thing that stopped there. If it was in the face, I would say it's a red card. But I think it was
everyone this ref.
Small Bones has gone down.
He looks injured every time he goes down.
Yeah, every time he's gone down like 4 or 5 times tonight.
He's only got small. Sorry.
He's only got small bones.
Well, me, he's a decent sized bloke. I've got big bones.
That's it, mate. I think all 3 of us, we're big boned, aren't we? We're big boned.
Very big boned.
Very big boned. Deary me. Maggie reckons it's a red card. Not for me, Maggie, but Tom reckons it. It could be. Sorry, Tom reckons it could be.
He's
for
finished.
Me, it's not.
Yeah, Small Bones is going off. That's him done for the night.
Did any of you see that red card for Fulham
Chelsea
tonight? What are your thoughts on that Fulham one?
Reckless.
Definite. For me, it's a definite red. Definite red for me.
It's for me. I'm going to say now, it's a horrible phrase, an orange card. It's in between. It's not that he's gone in to hurt the player. He's gone in to win the ball. He might have gone a little over the top, but he hasn't gone in to hurt the play intentionally, or he hasn't gone in miles after the ball's gone. The ball was we're talking seconds from that ball being cleared to him touching the player.
Yeah.
Studs are very, very harshly shown a little bit. They're not full-on studs like you see. Foot up, he's gone through him like that to, really make sure if I'm going to win the ball, I'm going to take him out. I thought it was harsh. For me, that's where it's an orange card. It's in between a red and a yellow for me there.
For me, it's in this day and age, it's a red, right? 20 years ago, it's not a red card. It's not even a yellow.
VAR makes it worse, though, isn't it, when they look at it on the screen? It makes it worse. They slow it down, don't they, to make it as bad as it is.
And for me, the problem with VAR is when you walk to the monitor, as we see, it's already on the spot of where the impact happened. It shouldn't. Yeah. It should be brought back to about 10 seconds before, put it at the same speed as the referee's watching and go, right, watch it at that speed. Don't rock and roll. No rocking and rolling the shots. You've got to watch it how you've just seen it. You can't have it, because for me, you're giving the referee a better opportunity then to really think, it looks worse. Everything looks worse in a slow-mo. It really does. We've always said that. All brought down the right. Keeps it.
Fantastic.
All turns his man. Maddison onto their back 4. Goes wide to JJ on the left. He plays in Barnes. Barnes, can he keeps it in? Chips it to the back post. Vardy header and over the crossbar. Better from Leicester though. Moved the ball quicker in and around the area and got him behind. A lot better for that Leicester. It's taken us 15 minutes in the second half to really get going, because for me it's been all Southampton really in and around our box.
They're very passive.
Has Jamie Vardy had a kick this game?
Well, he missed one in the box. He's had a couple of touches, but I say the crucial one he had was when he was in the box in the first half, and he completely missed the ball.
That was like a Joa ball there, where you can just bang straight in the net.
Yeah,
He would have beat the
34-year-old,
goalkeeper from there.
34-year-old Jamie Vardy, eh?
Good age.
He's getting on a bit, isn't he? No.
Good age.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be sad when he's
we
gone.
all know how old Tom is.
What do you mean getting on a bit? I'm 34. Cheeky.
for a footballer, Tom. Oh, Madison there.
Vardy's got a chance he can play him in. Plays in Vardy. Oh, he's away from me. He's not going to get this one. He'll pull inside. He does now. Where's the chance? Where's the ball? No ball. Vardy takes a shot. Deflected. It was a poor ball by Madison. I'm going to call him out now. He's got to do better there for me. He puts Vardy way wide of the box there for me.
Too much power on that as well. All he needed were a simple pass to get it straight on.
Madison will know that wasn't good enough in that position because Leicester on 2-on-2 at the point of the pass. You know, we nicked the ball 2-on-1 at one point, and he just pulls him back to the edge.
It gave them the opportunity then to get back.
The problem he had is then it was only Madison and Vardy in the box, and Vardy had the ball. There was no option.
I think he'll get that chance again.
Is it me or does Jamie Vardy look a bit older? Then doesn't it it makes me sad. It makes me sad. Son. Honestly, I don't know if you saw my tweet the other day. I never celebrate Jamie Vardy's birthday because it's just another year on the clock. You know, another inch of pace off his legs.
I know what you mean, but I'm also in the area of that I think he's still got a few years left in him because he didn't come into the professional game till late. And I mean, that makes a massive difference. You look at Michael Owen, he was done by 28? Done. Because he came in at 17 and his legs were knackered. I just think with Vardy, he didn't come into the professional game to 25? 26? Yeah.
I get what you're saying. You know, what are you saying? Like a couple of years left. I personally, I think next season, might be the end next season. But we'll see. But
that's where, for me, the club now, since Rodgers have come to the football club, have had 2 years now. Rodgers been here just over 2 years. Have now
just coming up to 2 years.
2 years. You know, they should know by now where they're at to recruiting wise for their next striker, and know that he can't be just the second fiddle. This boy's got to be the dog's bollocks. Let's put it that way. He has to be the next 20 goal striker for Leicester because that's what you got to have. You've got to have one person who's scoring 20 goals a season, minimum 50, and hope that someone else is chipping in with 10 and 15 goals as well. Because that's where, if you look at the teams that struggle down the bottom of the league, and heaven forbid that, they haven't got a striker who gets more than 8 goals in a season up front. They haven't got anyone who's scoring goals in the middle of the park. It's now that Leicester have got that recruitment, they've got to show what they've been doing for the last 2.5 years, and especially it's not January, but in the summer transfer, where this next striker's coming from.
You got to recruit carefully in them sort of situations. You don't just want to sign a striker just for the sake of it.
Can I just say as well, guys, Zach, who has dropped a super chat tonight already, he sent a photo through to Jamie. I'll get it on screen. I'll tell you what, I'll come back to the story in a minute and I'll get it on screen for us. But he's listening to us in the car. He's listening to us.
Fair
so
play.
I'll get it on screen in a minute.
We've got big in America now, we have, you know. We didn't used to be.
Supersize ale, that's what we call Jack. Supersize portions.
I'm supersized.
So am I, actually. Eating all.
Ricky P, looks like Ricky P was warming up and getting ready to come on. So, you know, 25 minutes of football with him. There he goes off for a jog by the look at Ricky P getting warmed up. So, I mean, will Ron be happy? For me, I don't think he will be.
The goal.
You know, I think
we'll get a second goal.
That's a foul, referee. There we go.
Referee.
I mean, you're saying you got a bloke there who's just running to sign you, not even really bothered about the ball going anywhere, and it's not a yellow card. But there's no need for it. I don't get why he's done that, and then moan that the referee's giving a free kick. And again, it bugs me that players who wear short sleeve shirts with an Under Armour and gloves.
Seriously. I don't even know how to pronounce that name, so I'm not going to either.
A real player like Sunchu's in his short sleeve shirt with Johnny Evans shorts and no gloves or nothing.
Here we go, guys. So Zachary in America, who's been on the show many times, and he has done a super chat tonight as well. He's done 2 super chats. Oh, Vardy's through.
Vardy in, volley over crossbar.
Zach from America who listens. This is how he is listening to the game tonight. He is watching or listening to Leicester Fan TV on his Bluetooth audio in his car. There's the picture. Zachary, big shout out to you, mate. Thank you very much. It is 3 minutes past 3. Well, it was. It's now 25 minutes past 3 in the afternoon in America where he lives. So, yeah, thank you to Zach. Yeah, big support.
Go on.
Chris, thank you very much, mate. $9.99 super sticker, mate. Thank you so much.
$9.99, Chris. Cheers, mate. Yeah, massively appreciated. And as
Ball
well,
back in. Barnes into the area.
Get to Luton Cafu. That's it.
Ball back to Barnes. Barnes chips at the back post. Vardy with a header over the crossbar.
Oh my days.
Better from Leicester in the last 5 minutes. Starting to move the ball around a lot quicker. Neating, little play around the edge of the box there. Barnes to Justin. Justin dummies across, pulls it back to Barnes. Barnes and chips it to the post. Vardy's onside and over the crossbar. Again, a lot better from Leicester in the last 5 minutes. Moving the ball quicker, what we needed to do.
Yeah.
It shows a difference.
Yeah. Chris again there, obviously, yeah, just going back to a quick. Chris, cheers for the $9.99. What I will say, guys, is Chris does do a radio show actually between 7 and 9 on Saturdays. So he missed the first half.
Kasper collects.
Ooh, he missed the first half.
Bloody hell.
Naughty. Chris, let us know where people can listen to you on Friday night.
Walk price again.
Armstrong into the box. Ball breaks down. Falls to Armstrong. Kasper comes out to claim it, and it's just a bit of a push in the back by Armstrong. Not much on Southampton.
Campbell from Stoke.
I like Campbell. I said it. You can watch many of the shows we've done like recently. Tillman slips trying to go wide, it'll go there. I've said Campbell is for me the one who I'd bring in. Sadly, he's injured at the moment, but I think he's the next one who's very much in the line of the Vardy mould. Very quick, bit taller than Vardy, if I'm honest with you, but likes to make the run box.
Who's that striker from Blackburn, the top scorer? Is it Armstrong?
Yeah, former Newcastle player.
Oh yes, Armstrong. I've got.
He could be quite good, to be fair.
I sound like Ross on Armstrong from FIFA. Yeah, quality player.
Ivan Toney's a good player as well for Brentford. So
25 quid gets you 3 Leicester games on BT this month. Locks has just popped off for another toilet break, I presume. And it's corner to Leicester. I mean, we're corner to 69 minutes on the clock.
Let's see if we can get one while Locks is gone taller, isn't it?
Ball to come in, Madison to whip this in an out swinger.
Cags at the back post now.
Johnny Evans all up there. Ball to come in. Can he beat the first man? Beats the first man.
Yes.
Timmy Cassani over the crossbar. Goes to the back post.
Keeps it in.
Keeps it in and cleared away by Southampton. Good chance there as well. I thought he had a free header there, Timmy. I thought he was going to do better than that.
Better ball though by Madison.
Williams says Ivan Toney from Brentford. Yes, another one who's been banging the goals in this year. Did well at Peterborough, got his move up from League One to the Championship, and has been doing well for Brentford again. You know, he could be another one at the end of the season if he's scoring goals or gets the move to the Premier League.
That's it. Obviously, Ollie Watkins is doing well for Villa, so he could be another one of him.
So Vardy in behind. Yeah, Vardy into the box he goes. Vardy gets pulled up, cuts it back, goalie gets the save.
Oh.
The ball was in and just could not get the ball away quick enough, if I'm honest with you. The ball
got stuck in his feet.
Yeah, and I felt the ball slid in wide as well. It wasn't into the front of him. He had to take it wide. Ball again. Barnes plays in Vardy, edge of the area, pulls it back. Madison. Oh, great tackle by Southampton.
I thought Vardy were going to shoot.
What a tackle there for me. Ball played back by Vards, right onto the spot for Madison to slot one home, and Bertram has absolutely nailed this to the tee. Gets in front of his man, and Madison slips more than anything, slides to the back of him.
That's it. He's gone for the shot and he slipped.
Just quickly, lads. Jono says, hope and see Ricky P in a minute. What are your thoughts of Marlon at PSV for next striker? Mate, Jono, I've been saying this for months. Doniel Marlon, quality player.
I've seen him on FIFA quite a lot. He's got a lot special cards.
Got a lot of arrogance about him, but good arrogance. You know, he's a confident player. Yeah, I'd love him, mate. But cheers for the $4.99, John. I appreciate that. We've had a load of super chats tonight, so thank you. To be fair, mate, I'm seeing a comment here, Tom, and I'm gonna have to agree with it. You know, someone's put be selfish, Vardy. For me,
That's it. Take a shot on.
I don't think Vardy's something's not right with Vardy, mate. He doesn't seem himself.
He seems to want to pass it quite a lot. Normally,
It's not
Vardy
just
of
that.
younger era would have smashed them in the top corner.
I think it's just
Sorry,
like, I don't know.
Southampton on the attack here, go left hand side, keep the ball, cuts inside. Maelstrom will take a shot. He gets held up. He takes a shot now, and it is a crossbar. Rattles a crossbar, comes out,
Johnny Evans is
heads
taking
away, and that will be a penalty to offside flag's gone up. Very
I
lucky
feel like
there.
we're a penalty then.
Yeah, the flag's offside, mate. So it won't.
I think it should have been a penalty if it wasn't offside.
Yeah, if he won offside, I think if he doesn't give the offside, I think Southampton probably have a penalty.
Johnny Evans again.
Like I say, we got lucky there, boys. We backed away. We didn't really close them down quick enough. They'll look at it though, because they'll double check it. Offside. Oh, hold on a minute. Shot comes in. Long's offside by a mile.
Yeah, two of them all up.
Long goes down. I'll save it now though, boys. If he's not offside, that's a penalty to Southampton. Because Johnny Evans, I don't know what he's doing, but literally just runs through his man and heads the ball away. No intent of look, he's gone for the ball. I'll say that, but
I didn't think it was a foul.
You can't turn around and push. I mean, you can't run through your man, and no, you can't run through your man like that, mate. You push his hands in his back.
Oh yeah.
At no point, by the way, does even Shane Long knows where Johnny Evans is. Johnny Evans is looking the other way, so he's not in luck. He's coming to make sure he stands there. He's just protecting himself. Leicester got lucky there. That's 73 minutes gone, and could have been 1-1 really. Leicester win a free kick there, yeah. Has to be a free kick.
I remember when we were after him, Shane Long, from Reading that year. £8 million was it, but he went on to West Brom.
When he had his partnership with Kevin Doyle up front for Reading, they were on fire back in the day.
They had some good players back in the day. Reading used to be a force in the Championship.
Yeah.
Soinchu switches the play to Timmy Cassagna. Great play by Soinchu there. What a ball that was. 60 yards over everyone's head up from a dead ball. Ball's come back to Kasper. Kasper to take a touch. Goes left to JJ with a long ball. Flicked on by JJ. Inside to Vardy. Ooh, Vardy and Maddison get caught between. Oh, Maddison. Come on.
Go on, Albright. With that.
Switch the ball. Managed to keep it in. I don't know. Albright down the right. Pings it in. Oh, can't get it off the floor. Albright wings it back now, though. Chips to the back post. Barnes! Oh, cleared off the line.
Oh, no.
Harvey Barnes, you've got to score there, mate. You've got to score there. That should have been 2-0 Leicester and game over for me. Harvey Barnes, how have you missed that from all of 4 yards out?
What the? Oh.
Always that could come back to cost us.
I thought he'd scored.
I did as well, mate. I don't know how he's not put the ball in the net there. Need to replay that one.
It's got to be scoring from there.
Mark Albright with the determination to win the ball back 3 times, and on the third one to chip it to the back post. Barnes coming round the back and volleys it, and did he wins the ball though? Free kick given.
Oh,
It's frustrating more than anyone else here. I can't.
I think it's nerves for us, isn't it?
Just a quick one, lads.
Sorry, Locks.
Go on.
Ball to back post, free volley. Oh, he smashes it into the ground. What takes all the pace and bounce off it. Even Vardy's got his hands up. Vardy thinks this is going to balls the net. Vardy, Brighton with a delicious ball. All he's got to do is
McCarthy wouldn't have saved that. Nah, he were already in his net.
Just a quick one, lads. Quick shout out to Fee. Fee, just a picture that Fee sent in. Here we go. Fee with Brendan Rodgers not too long ago when she came to watch a game at Leicester. How did he smell, Fee? Let us know. What kind of aftershave does he wear?
Maddison will go off with 15 minutes to go, and on will come Iosi Perez.
There's a top bloke here, Brendan Rodgers. Top man.
What's your thoughts on Maddison today, boys? I know he scored the goal, but overall,
I think he's been all right. To be fair, it's not been his best game, but he's scored a goal, so that's positive.
I'm going to go with what I said at half-time, mate, to be fair. He's a number 10. He's one of them players. You look at players like Kevin De Bruyne, sometimes they don't show up. Mesut Ozil, he hasn't shown up in the past few years, but he hasn't been played. But even when he did play, sometimes he showed up, sometimes he don't. And that's what you get with these creative players, It has to be the right game for them. And I think Maddison's shown today, he does pull out that moment of quality every now and then, and he has done today. So fair play.
Can Jose come on and score? Oh,
but it's not a bad replacement. I think Ayoze Perez in the middle centrally hasn't been bad at all recently. So he's just gone to see his kid. Ayoze Perez recently centrally when he's been playing narrow, he hasn't been bad at all. So I think it's a good little replacement for him.
can Perez come on and score?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Interesting that now.
Let's see some of the comments. Thank you, Jamie Locks. No idea on his smell. There we go. Southampton on the attack here. Endua. He megs Castagna.
Is that his name, Endua?
I think so. He's running inside now. He's surely got to try and play a ball.
Come on,
wide.
one of you.
He does. He spreads it wide.
Why are you tackling him?
Ward-Prowse, great ball into the box
Out.
here. Shane Long, Yuri Tielemans should be able to clear
done.
this.
Come on now, break.
Tom's back. Let's get Tom added in. Oh, I'll give him a second. There we go. Oh, we don't want that, Tom. Hold on. 1 second.
Boom.
Here back.
Southampton with the ball down the left. Wilcott crooks it to the back post. Pushing the back there, referee. Has to be a push in the back. No free kick given. Bertram on the ball. Pulls out to the edge of the area. And away. Shot. Ward-Prowse wide.
Oh.
We could really struggle here, mate. We need to make sure that we don't rue that miss from Harvey Barnes.
Pull back. Armstrong lays it to Ward-Prowse. Free shot. Wow. Fair play to James Justin again.
James Justin.
Otte sliding him right in front of his man to make sure he's put the pressure on him, and he sliced it over the crossbar.
Keith reckons Roger smells of brute.
Old Spice.
Old Spice, yeah.
Ball at the left back, played inside, Justin at the left back of the moment, turns his man. Oh, what a turn. Done. Theo Wilcott all ends up there with a little turn.
Come on now, let's break.
Out to right with Timmy Cassandra.
Come on.
Into the Brighton half. Sorry, into Southampton. Both seaside coaches. We'll give them that one. Ball over the top.
Come on, Pod.
Throw into
well done.
18-yard box on the right-hand side. And with, 12 minutes to go, 11 minutes to go, we'll be coming into now. 11 minutes to go. Leicester.
We didn't have the goal, Gray's put, mate, and I agree with that. We do need the goal.
We should. I'm sorry. Bards have been brilliant, but those are the ones where the fans get frustrated because those, for me, that should have been 2-0 game over. Leicester with the ball and Diddy, edge of the area, comes back to Justin, just on the edge of the.
Come on now.
18-yard line, cuts inside. Have a shot, kid. Oh, takes another touch. The shot was there. I know his confidence might have taken a knock after that miss, but that's where you've got to stand up and take that shot and go again.
That's what Jamie says about long-range shots. Any of them can go in.
Tielemans, you got lucky. Tielemans nearly lost the ball, and Southampton would have been away there. All the way back to Kasper. I mean,
it's a high line. Would you agree, Tom? It's a high line for a 1-0 lead.
Yes, and with
it is.
But the pace Southampton have got in that team still. Shane Long isn't the quickest, but he still can cause a threat of pulling people out of the way.
Foul.
That's a foul.
Yeah, that's no different to what Albrighton did in the first half, but that's not a card.
But Ward-Prowse, isn't it?
That's the frustration again. Standing the referee in.
Gray says, who's winning on the super stickers? I don't know, Gray. I'm not too sure. I've lost count. Too many.
I think Gray's probably up there, if I'm honest with you.
Gray's up there. It's either Gray or Fee. Yeah, Gray or Fee, one of the two. Maybe David Gavin though, but I don't know what the exchange rate is these days from euros to pounds.
I'll start making a note next game.
What's the euros to pounds exchange rate? It can't be that much, eh? 1.11, something like that.
Lose the ball under James Justin foot, completely misses it and rolls out for a throw to Southampton.
81.
Yeah, I think just for my heart, to make sure I don't keel over during a live stream and have a heart attack, I would love a goal right now for Leicester.
You got someone with you. I'll leave me share on my own if it goes wrong.
You're on live, so it's fine. We'll see. We'll call the ambulance for you. What's that?
Leicester win the ball. JJ with the Windsor header. James Ward pass back to Wilcott.
Jamie could still get his score.
Go on, and
Diddy wins the ball back for fun. Plays the ball in behind. Can't find it. Vardy. The ball was there, and if he gets it right, Vardy's got a run in on goal. Just can't get it over the centre half. Southampton with the ball down the left hand side.
Probably bring under. Would you bring under on?
Probably.
Or push Ricardo to the wing, innit?
be able to bring Ricardo on and put him onto the wing. I'd bring Albrighton over to the left. I'd probably take off Barnes.
Southampton it.
Well defended, Johnny Evans again.
If it was me now, I'd take off Barnes. I'd bring Albrighton over to the left to shore up the left-hand side. I'd bring Ricardo on at the right-hand side. Edge of the area.
Southampton putting us under pressure here now.
Come on now.
But there's not any options for him. He's on his own. He's just got to pull this one forward, and he does. He skins his man.
Lovely. Perfect. Come on, Ayuzi.
Perez and Vardy up the front, though. Pulls it to the box. Vardy, take a touch. Shoots. Oh, deflected up in the air. Still within the area, though. Going to JJ. Takes a touch. Just take your time here, boys. Don't panic. Well played. Well played, Wilfred. Did he? Keeps the ball. Come back. I mean, the play from Ayuzi Perez down the right was phenomenal. What a bit of skill to do 2 men's and get away. Fine Vardy, but again, the only ball for him was up in the air to take it on his chest. And
twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Go on, quickly say it before anything else happens. Go on, sing it. Twinkle, twinkle,
twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are.
Up above the world, so high, like a diamond
in the sky.
There we go. Mate, look at this. Look at this from Ayuzi. Look at this. Oh, lovely, mate.
Oh.
I'm not having anyone tell me Ayuzi is trash. I'm not having anyone tell me Ayuzi is a waste of money, mate. I am a big fan of Ayuzi, and I have been all
when
along.
His confidence is there, he's good.
You don't score that many goals. You don't score that many goals in a terrible Newcastle team and be a bad footballer or a bad signing. For me, when he's playing naturally, what was that, mate?
You're playing in the right position.
Exactly.
Right wing,
they love him at Newcastle.
Right wing is not his natural position. He's a number 10 or a striker.
Yeah.
And I think your game at Stoke City, I know it was only Stoke and they had a bad day at the office, but he destroyed their back four on his own.
He was dropping in and creating problems.
The tactics last week at Stoke was spot on. It caused them all sorts of problems with Perez dropping into that number 10 role and Pratt, Tillemans, Timmy Castagna, Albrighton, all playing around him and running in behind. Southampton or Johnny Evans again steps in, wins the ball. Oh, Brighton.
What a poor ball. He'd rush that.
Ball, yeah, Mark tried to rush the ball. Ball inside to Wilcott, edge of the area. Ball down the line. He wants it. He plays it to Ward Peters. Clips it in, headed it into the air. And he wins it away. Perez, played.
Wins a foul.
Come on, referee. There it is. JJ down the left-hand side. There's the free space.
Go on, run it in.
Plays it Vardy. Vardy into the area. Takes a touch. Cuts it side.
No way. He should have gone first time.
Absolutely anywhere. And he cuts inside. He did his men all ends up. He opened up the gap to bend in the bottom corner and the space just disappeared. The part and the waves what were there.
He should have gone first time, I think.
There was 4.
I
think it's a great save. He cuts inside and McCarthy gets down low.
Man.
I did say it, mate, about 20 minutes ago. I just don't, and I'm not meaning this in any disrespect.
No. I understand what you're saying.
The last person I would disrespect is Jamie Vardy, right?
However,
he's wondering now. He's wondering how he's going to finish it.
And I know that he's had a knock.
I don't think he's fully fit, mate, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
He does not look fully fit. Because to me, Vardy there takes one touch and smash that hard. He doesn't.
Yeah, it's not Vardy. Yeah.
He takes one touch and he smashed that back. First time he smashed that.
Come on, Big Johnny. Lock said we'll score from a corner. Come on. Come on, then. Ayuzi Perez corner. Let's see how far this goes. Great ball. Oh, no one attacking it. Goalkeeper comes for it. That's something Schmeichel don't do, innit? Come for the cat from a corner.
And kicks that straight out of play to a Leicester throw with 4 minutes to go.
Look, I mean, this time last year, lads, I think obviously we lost 2-1 to Southampton, didn't we? This time last year, and I think this time last year a win against Southampton isn't a big win. However, this year, because of how well Southampton have started this season, it's a very good win if we do maintain this.
Yeah, it is.
This is the Southampton team that beat the champions last week.
Yeah,
they're bringing Valerie on.
Beat the champions 1-0. You know,
I think he got a red card, didn't he, Tom? One of the Southampton games against Leicester. I think it was his first game, wasn't it? Valerie.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
and Diddy scored.
Yeah,
Matt Wentz were in charge of that.
people on Twitter are saying that this is the end of Vardy. That's just what Twitter's there for. Twitter love it. Twitter, for some reason, I don't get it, but they just love slagging off every Leicester player whenever they can. It's not the end of Vardy. He's not fully fit. It's clear to me. It's not the typical Jamie Vardy. You don't change from Jamie Vardy Golden Boot to Jamie Vardy not on it anymore in the space of 4 months. It doesn't work like that, right? He's just clearly not fully fit. Something's not been right with him since the start of the game, and I could tell that, and I've said it a few times. He's clearly not fully fit. It's the only explanation for me.
That's it.
Do we know what type of injury it was, Tom? What type of knock it was?
I think
Was
it's
it
the
his
one
groin?
Yeah, I think it's the one he's had all season, mate. Rodgers said he's had one all season.
It's his groin, isn't it?
They've been managing it. Same with Maddison. Madison's hasn't been 100% fit all season.
No.
They've just managed him. Last week was an opportunity to rest them and give them the opportunity to get some, time to recover. And they come back in tonight. Vardy's done all right. His movement's been there, but you can tell
Just
something.
Finish.
His finishing hasn't been there. The one in the first half for me, Vardy normally puts 9 times out of 10 in the bottom of the net. A free shot on the edge of the box. Well played, James Justin wins another ball. Barnes, the ball's inside. Tillemans plays it behind him, but he gets it, foot to it, and keeps it.
I think if anyone can put these to bed, it's Perez.
Ball back, Johnny Evans. We've gone backwards again, though. That's been probably the story of our night. Too many backwards and sideways balls at time, and not enough quality in and around the final third.
Go on, Jose.
I'm seeing people say Vardy needs to be dropped. What an absolute disgrace.
Going down the line. Look, Vardy.
Go on, Jamie. Cut inside on him. Go on your own.
Oh, tries to pull back to Barnes.
Shoot.
Albrighton takes a touch, calls it back, and Diddy over the crossbar.
What a disgrace. I'm seeing Leicester fans, right? Genuine Leicester fans tweeting Vardy needs to be dropped for the next game. What an absolute disgrace. This comment here sums it up. Twitter is so toxic.
It's not like Nacho, is it?
I don't get it.
These are the same clowns that were calling Nacho the other week to be dropped.
That's it.
I don't care. I'll call them that to their faces.
Exactly, Tom.
You're telling me you'd rather play Nacho over Vardy. Vardy then, 88th minute, not at the greatest game. Would you see Nacho charging up the line to win that ball back? Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell would Nacho have gone up that line to win that ball. Even though
stand on the halfway line.
Is this your missus, Jack? Is that your missus?
No, that's not my missus.
Hey,
no.
hey, Lee, hey.
Ball into the box. Perez.
Go on, Jose.
Oh, it just gets
still got it.
Just couldn't get it away from his feet. Just couldn't get it out of his feet. Otherwise, fair play. It's a great step over. And then Southampton get straight back.
That's it there, Tom. Maybe rested, but dropped.
Go on, Brighton.
Well, I don't. Well, we played. So you're telling me you want to stop?
Jose Perez.
Over the
Should have squared it. Should have squared it to Vardy.
He has to look up. Vardy's standing on the 6-yard
Offside.
line. Offside. But yeah, for me, he has to look up. Even though we haven't scored there, the ball in. Perez is offside by an arm.
What a chance.
Top of the arm line. He has to pull it back because Vardy's got a tap in.
What an opportunity.
The same clowns on Twitter calling for Evans out also.
I don't care. I'll call them that. It doesn't bother me. I get backlash from it, but that's just ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I'm dude.
Vardy's now struggling now, and he'll come off, I think.
Bring on. This could be the game where Iheanacho actually finishes a goal.
What, with 4 minutes left?
Yeah, damn right. Finish Southampton off, him or Perez.
Vardy's hobbling off here, and, this is a concern for me because we go into Tuesday night then with a massive game against Chelsea. Massive game.
He said it's all right, it's Brendan.
No, I think it was a hamstring. I think he said hamstring, mate. I think he said hamstring.
Put under up front.
I mean, I still think Nacho will do a job for you, but he's just not the same option.
Chelsea weren't exactly 100% today, were they? Again,
they got 10 men. For how long did they play against? 45 minutes.
Yeah, and they scored in the 70-odd minute, were it, Tom, to score a goal.
Will Brighton lose that, and it'll be a throw to Southampton.
Oh, get up.
I'm going to say tonight, Southampton have gone down so easily at times. We are added 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes at a time. We've already played a minute of that.
How was that a foul? What sense?
Free kick Southampton.
This referee's very inconsistent.
Left hand side. All Price to swing this one in towards the goalkeeper.
Probably shoot, knowing it's him.
Ball to the back post, edge of the area, flicked up and away.
Well done, Wilf.
Goes wide. Just stand him up, JJ. Just stand him up. Stand up, Valerie. He does.
Fantastic defending.
Get back in now, boys. Stand him up again.
Come on now, boys. Don't turn your back on him. Get out.
2 minutes to go. As of.
Where's he in Nacho?
Ball down the left. Cross, and it'll go out for
throw in.
With 3 minutes of the injury time to play.
Better than the corner, that.
There's 3 to go. This 5 minutes of added time.
See it out.
Ball back to Ward Peters. Pulls it back to Ward Prowse, who will take a touch and come inside.
He'll come backwards.
Everyone's camped into the Leicester half now to try and see out this win.
Come on,
down
boys.
the line. Valley will try and take his man on, does him up.
Yeah, well done, JJ.
Justin JJ stands him up again.
Fantastic defending.
Gray, I think that's a bit harsh. He's been on the pitch 30, 40 seconds, something like that.
Who's that?
Disinterest, this one here.
What did he say? Nacho looks so good. I'm just sorry, but he looks so disinterested.
Headed away, ball over the area, pulled back by Theo Wilcott. Ooh, goes out
well
for a corner.
Defended catch.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes and 10 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, who is man of the match? There's a lot of comments coming in about Will Brighton.
Evans.
Tom?
I'm going to go with JJ. I thought JJ's done one again today. But it's a tricky one. If I'm honest, I don't think there's been a really outstanding player.
Armstrong.
Time with a minute and just over a minute and a half to go. I'd say a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, Brighton because his work rate," but again, I don't think anyone really has stood out. If I'm honest, mate, I think Ndidi's been brilliant in the middle of the park. The amount of interceptions he's made, so I'm going to say Ndidi today. I think he's had to do a hell of a lot of work in there to win the ball back because we've given the ball a lot. But him or JJ for me. Oh,
he's a very small man, isn't he, Brendan?
What
about you, Locks?
I'm going JJ.
JJ. Yeah, JJ's a shout. Ndidi, but obviously Ndidi's the king of, underrated performances, under the radar and all of that. So yeah, I'm going to give Ndidi the credit and I'm going to go with him.
50 seconds left.
Yeah, we're into the last minute of injury time. 1-0 Leicester. This will put Leicester on to 35 points, 18 played, and a second place in the league.
Come on, boys. See it out. Go on, Klich.
Go on, Kel. Tomorrow. Well played, Klich and Atcher there for closing him down. Fair play to the lad.
Go on, Mark.
Leicester holding them up with 30 seconds to go. Rod's on the sideline clapping.
Push them back, innit? Go on. Play
Kelly. The ball. Tillerman's away. Barnes playing Barnes. Barnes in he comes. He's down the ball.
Go on.
Harvey Barnes to finish the game.
For the FPL. For the dream team. I added him in this week.
I've got him already.
This one, he missed a sitter. But what can I say? Composed finish at the end. Tillemans win the ball, gets pulled back, plays on for Tillemans here. Can I just say, fair play. Tillemans could have fell over.
Work,
he plays on. Plays in Barnes, one-on-ones and slides footsie past the keeper. Leicester 2, Southampton 0, game over.
Actually played double as well.
Are they checking this for offside, lads?
No.
Is there any point?
How many goals has Barnes scored now? Is that his 8th for the season, is it?
10. 10 now. 10, I'm sure it's 10 in total.
That's what he needs to be, though, scoring goals as well as assisting. And, that adds to his game and gives him more confidence. Get in there, Brendan.
Good night's work. Look, this is a tricky game tonight and we've come over it. We haven't played well and we've still come away with a win.
Full time.
I think that showed tired legs, didn't it, in Southampton's defence in the end after all the work they'd put in.
Yeah, mate, they'd pushed on to try and get the equaliser.
The pushed us, didn't they? But
wins the ball and lays in Barnes, and fair play to Cinnamons, like I say, credit to him because he won the ball. He easily could have just gone down and won a free kick, but his main reaction was trying to get up, trying to move the ball forward as quick as he can.
Kelechi pushed the defence as well. to get the defender to move out the way for Barnes to run through. So that's good work from Keller as well. So you got to give him that one.
Exactly. No, good night work in the end. You know, game over. Take that. And I'm sure Jamie actually said 2-0 before kickoff.
Yeah, he did 2-0. Yeah.
See,
Let's get him in. Let's get him in. Let's get him in. There we go.
Oh,
come on, Jamie.
Yeah, 2-0.
Well done.
Bit of a scrappy second half, weren't it? It weren't as good as the first half, and then it was squeaky bum time with a bit squeaky bum time with a few of their chances towards the end, and then they were trying to get it in injury time, and we sealed it. But Vardy, bloody hell, he had 7 shots on time. He had 7 attempts on goal tonight. That's the most times That's the most times he's had 7 shots without scoring in one game. It's unbelievable. We just needed to kill it off, and we couldn't kill it off, could we? Unfortunately. Anyway, Jack, you're not coming on here again if you're singing like that. This is not The Voice. This is Leicester Fan TV.
It got you some super chats and stickers, didn't it? So you know what's not to like.
But yeah, all round good performance. I thought that was tonight.
Yeah,
but you couldn't ask for anything else.
Is
the boss coming on?
Harry Potter friend.
You guys, how are you all? Yeah,
Busy, Wizzy, let's get busy. Oh, wrong one.
That's sooty and sweet. What are you on about? Listen, guys, well done. That was, well, it did take, like Jamie, I was just listening to you there saying it felt like it was taking forever to put the game to bed, wasn't it?
Yeah, we needed that goal, middle of the second half, just to try and calm us down a bit. I don't know what channel you were watching, but I was watching on Irish TV, and he said that Fofana came off because he actually asked to come off, so he didn't get sent off because he couldn't make any tackles because he'd been booked. That's why the change was made.
Fair play from someone that age to say, "Look, I can't risk this."
Very good table.
Yeah.
I think if he was injured, he would have come off at half time because it was only 10 minutes into the second half. So yeah.
He did it after about 47. They had Southampton just had a chance right at the very beginning, and they said that he actually said to the bench, "That's it. He can't make any tackles," which is good.
Yeah.
At least, like I say, a 20-year-old can't make it that, can you? Knowing what to do. And Soyuncu came on, and I thought he did pretty well. Soyuncu did when he came on. Would have liked to see Ricky P get a few minutes, but it wasn't the right kind of game for him to get any time, really, was it?
No, scrappy and all that, no.
We want to get as many... Ross, what is Ross doing?
So Bamba. I thought I'd give that
Ross has been on the pop all the way through the match.
No,
by
bit of
the looks
that,
of it.
bit of that.
It's that cider, Phil.
Oh, cider, was it?
That was Reese. That was Reese.
I'm a cider drinker, I am.
And Locks, is that water you're on still, pal?
We'll call it water.
Listen, guys.
The devil's water.
Anyway, let's talk about the game now, lads.
Yeah, we've got loads and loads of people coming on for the chats and for comments. So please do get your comments in there. Fee says, great result at home. We beat Southampton and at home. Well done, brilliant. We are in second place now in the league. I'm looking at the table now. We've played 18 games, but we're on 35 points. We're 2 points ahead of Liverpool, 1 point behind Man United, and those two play each other tomorrow. So obviously, I think we'll be looking for a draw there. Reece says 1 point behind United at the top of the table. Not bad for a mid-table side. The counsellor says, good evening, lads. Great result and solid performance against good team, 35 points. We're only 5 points off safety.
Relegation, yeah. We're safe.
Yeah.
5 points away from safety.
So, right, I've got to get lots of fans on now. So, Ross, just give us your views on the match, and then we'll add Gray in and Jono in.
We kept a clean sheet. We kept a clean sheet. That's what I'm happy about. On Kasper Schmeichel's 400th Leicester appearance. Fantastic. Brilliant performance. I mean, Barnes deserved the goal. I thought he played absolutely brilliant as well. I would say, I think you can tell that Southampton missed things tonight. Obviously, that was our, fantastic. Well, not because he's out with COVID, but he's out because he weren't playing. But, fantastic win. Third time lucky. Don't go. Best thing, Jamie, don't go to Jamaica when we play Southampton.
Yeah, no, I won't go to Jamaica in January again.
Good.
Ross,
it works.
Ross, just before we let you go, who was your man of the match?
I'm going to go with Barnes, I think. I think Barnes deserved the goal. I think great composure. because I was saying, I think last year I don't think he would have scored that, but now I see a lot more goals. He's scored a lot more goals this year. Very confident guy, and hopefully contention for an England spot.
Thanks.
So.
Yeah, well, Gareth Southgate was there. I think Barnes has equalled the amount of goals he scored last season already now, so he is definitely.
Well, he's 3 ahead of that, Phil. He's 3 ahead already of that.
Thanks, Stato. Thanks, Ross. I'm going to let you go.
Catch you in a bit.
You can go to me next if you want, Phil, because I'm off soon.
Come on, Lux. Who was your man of the match and why?
I remember me and Tom and Jack were talking about it. I reckon we were saying JJ was up there, all Brighton. But for me, I said Ndidi just because he is the king of the underdog, the underrated performances. Wilfred Ndidi with all those interceptions, a bit like Kante was, back in the day, back in 2015-16. He gets those interceptions in and he starts. He starts attacks from the defence, the best form of attack is defence and all of that. So, he's been brilliant against it. And I think even though Mendy was so crucial in the first part of the season, he was amazing. I think Ndidi coming back into the side completely changes us, and I think we're absolutely brilliant. Going from defence to attack when he's in the team. So for me, I'm going to go Wilfred Ndidi. Another great game from him. He just doesn't do. He never has a 10 out of 10. He never has a below a 5 out of 10. He's always steady 7, 8, 9 out of 10. And from a player like that, that's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Lux, for doing your watch along as well all the way through it today.
Yes, yeah. Thank you to everyone who's watched again tonight. There's been a load of people doing the super chats. Fee, I don't know why I stopped naming people because I always forget someone. Fee, Jono, Gray, Guna, Blind Guna,
CK,
a load of CK, load of
Fee.
people. Fee, I said Fee, didn't I? Sorry if
Oh,
I
did you? Sorry.
But yeah, a load of you doing the super chats and super stickers and all that, and getting Jack to sing songs. It was brilliant. So look, we are second in the league. We are joint most wins this season. What else can you ask for as a Leicester fan? Second in the table. Let's hope that Man United and Liverpool draw tomorrow, and next game week we'll capitalise and go top.
Brilliant. Thanks, Lux, for doing us today. You off as well, Tom?
Come to us, mate. Yeah, I've got to go work in a minute. So,
all right, Tom. Thanks. Your man of the match before you go.
I gave it to JJ tonight. It was between him and Ndidi. I thought Justin again maturing in every game, gets better and better. Just not because he did loads of wow things, but his defending tonight was superb at times. In the second half, he put one block in on Ward-Prowse on the edge of the area. What you don't expect from a young lad to be making. He can read the game superb. So James, just tonight, as Locke said, thanks everyone who watched us. We appreciate it. Your comments got to keep us going. And we moved to Tuesday night against Chelsea and 8 o'clock kickoff or 8:15. Is it Tuesday night?
8:15.
Massive game again, and we need another win to keep up the top. But as always, thank you to everyone who's watched tonight. Thank you again.
Brilliant. Thanks. Let's let Tom and Locks go then. Cheers, guys. See you later.
Cheers, Anton Deck.
We'll let them go. That's been brilliant having them on. Now we've got loads of people waiting to come in, so I'm going to add them in and I want to get their views really quickly. I'll come to Jono first. Jono, let's add you in. Jono, how are you?
Can't hear you.
Jono, your mic's muted, Jono.
How you can hear me now?
Can, yeah. Jono,
that.
thanks for joining us. Who was your man of the match and what did you think of the game?
I'm very happy after that, I was saying. It was a scrappy affair, I think. But, pleased with the result. Man of the match for me was Evans. I made a comment to you earlier on, I think, at half-time, that so many people give him stick on Twitter. So many clowns on Twitter just saying, Evans out, Evans out. Because we've got Fofana and Cags. Obviously, they're younger, but they're developing. And I think Evans just doesn't get the credit he deserves for the not only his playing ability, but also giving them the experience to develop alongside him. So for me, he was solid tonight. He made some really crucial challenges in the first half that could have led to goals for them. So, yeah, great performance from him, in my opinion. Yeah, another shout out to Justin as well, because I think that he laid on a few things in the second half. He put, I think, did he put Perez in or Vardy in? I can't remember. Yeah, Vardy. He put Vardy in, didn't he? I thought Justin did well as well.
Mick has asked, Jamie. Mick said, literally, who's ever said Evans out? I haven't seen much of it, but you guys are saying on Twitter.
Maybe not Evans out, but Evans, he has had some abuse. Not a lot, but there has been some out there. There has definitely been some. Some people only see what they want to see on Twitter, unfortunately. So, there has been some Evans, but not the last few weeks, but recently. Not recently, sorry. A couple of months ago, then, there was. So, there has been. And it's just the way, like CK just said, Twitter can be a horrible place sometimes. You just got to grin and bear it and get on with it.
That kind of stuff, don't you? You have to ignore it a little bit, but it annoys me when I see it,
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Jono. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you soon.
See you
Cheers,
later.
Jono.
Bye-bye.
We'll quickly get Gray on. Gray, are you ready to come on? Hey up, Gray. Wakey, Gray. Come on. Great. Who was your man of the match today?
JJ all day long.
Yeah, Gareth Southgate was there. Great. Do you think Gareth Southgate could be picking JJ, or should he be?
Definitely. JJ's game is so much better than Chilwell's. He's an all-rounder. And when there was a Chelsea game on in the week, they were saying that Chilwell is only good at going forward, shite at defending. So JJ's an all day all rounder, better than Chilwell. So I'd take JJ anywhere.
Jamie, would you be thinking that James Justin should be in the England squad after this season?
I think he definitely on them performances he's had. I mean, he came in because of injury, which is sometimes you have to take your chance because of injury, and he's taken it. He's done his best. It's going to be hard for Ricky P to get back in that side, really. It really is.
Jamie, can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Can I ask a question?
Yes, pal.
Chilwell's goal at Watford or JJ's goal last weekend?
Oh, last weekend all over. Last weekend all over.
I thought you'd say that, mate. I thought you'd say that. Listen, love you guys. I want to be in the next fan quiz when it's on. Yeah. So
brilliant. We'll get you in. Thanks for joining us, Gray.
Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.
See you at the next match.
Cheers, Gray.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, Gray. It's been great to get Gray on. Jack, JJ for England, maybe? Or
yeah, definitely. He's Mr. Consistent, isn't he? And that's what I love about JJ. He's not scared to make a challenge or go forward in whatever opposition he's coming up against. So I guess with Southgate being there tonight, it gives Southgate a more of an opinion of James Justin and how he's played in real life, rather than looking at him from a TV perspective.
Yeah, indeed. Right, we've got Chris. We're going to add on very quickly, and then we're coming to you, Michael. Bear with. We will get you on.
So that comment you just put on there from Sierra Leone, Ivan from Sierra Leone.
Yes.
He said all Brighton did have a very good game, but everyone's raving about it. It's how people watch the game, isn't it? It's weird how you get so many different views on so many different players. It's strange because it's one of them things, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you just have a favourite player and you like picking him, don't you, unfortunately?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Chris, what are your views on today's game? Who was your man of the match?
Well, firstly, can I just say this costume is actually me being a younger Phil. So I don't know if it's working or not, but, you know, it's kind of doing
that. But Chris, the funny thing is you look older than me, mate. You look older than me. Go on.
I'm oversure for me old age.
Nice glasses.
Unfortunately, I did have to comment in the YouTube feed. Unfortunately, due to my radio show and the fact that it was on BT, I wasn't able to watch a single bit of it tonight. So I had to go purely on the watch along.
Did you enjoy it though, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, absolutely. Always enjoy the watch along. Always enjoy the watch along. No, I did say JJ originally for my man of the match, but after that last goal, I was like, no, I'm changing my mind. I'm going for Barnsley.
Chris, I'm just about to put something on screen for you.
Yeah.
Are we in a title race? I want to know. Can we officially start to say, look, we are in a title race?
When all the games in hand have been played, let's see.
Yes.
Because the games in hand are are pretty much will make us or break us. Especially because even Aston Villa can still overtake us with their games in hand. So, once all the games in hands are done and we're still second, sure.
Yeah. All right, Chris, thanks for joining us. And great fancy dress. We'll see you next game.
Ta-da.
See you in a bit. Jamie, do you feel we're in a title race, or should we just not talk about that yet?
I remember a couple of months ago, we had this conversation and we asked about title races, and I said February time. Ask me in February time. Well, it's not February yet, so come back next month, fella, and I'll give you an answer.
A few more weeks before. Let's add Michael in.
Yes.
Michael, are you ready to come in? Hi, Michael.
Cheers, y'all.
How are you over in Seattle?
Come on, you Foxes. What a great match. What a great match today. The guys were energetic. It was back and forth in the beginning of the match, chances on both sides. We didn't have that cutting edge in the final third. It looked really slick in the middle and, down the side. But then, when it came to the middle, Vardy had a bunch of chances over the bar. He just couldn't buy a goal today. The stat that came on the TV was he had more chances today the most shots he ever had without scoring a goal in his whole career. 7.
Yeah.
And so, but the second half, once we got the goal, our guys, they get energized. They're front runners. They smell the blood. They get that first goal and they want that second one. And it took a little while to come, but it was going to come. That we had so many chances today. We were better than them in the second half. We wore them down.
Jack, Jamie Vardy did have a lot of chances, and the 2 or 3 of them were really quite good chances, weren't they? I thought he was going to score one.
Yeah, I don't think Jamie Vardy was himself today. I know he had a few problems when he come off because he ran words of Brendan Rodgers. I think it was about his groin. I'm not sure, but
yeah, he was limping.
It's worrying, isn't it? But you're not Jamie Vardy's he's strong as a nut. So let's just hope it's not too serious heading into Tuesday. But yeah, he's a normal Jamie Vardy would batter them shots in. He'd score 9 times out of 10, but tonight I don't think it was his night. He didn't feel the Vardy that we know he is, and I think he felt that within himself.
Michael, go on, Michael. Yeah,
I was going to say, I think maybe Southampton, they have really good defenders, and they were on top of him when he got to his last touch before he was going on the shot. But I don't think we should be worried. That last run, that very, very last run, it was like 100% as fast as he could go, and he was just gassed. I think he'll be good for next week.
Michael, Chris has asked you this. How did you become a Fox, Michael?
From watching Premier League matches in 2015 on NBC and just wanting to pick a side. And so I was rooting for an underdog, and Leicester had won a whole bunch of games towards the end of the season to stay up, and that was it was between you guys and Swansea.
We'll say you picked the right one, Michael. Yeah,
I picked this blue shirt. That's what it was. I was like, all right, I want the blue shirt.
It was obviously that was the greatest escape season, wasn't it, Jamie?
That's right.
Yes, it was, Phil. Yes, it was.
It
was very enjoyable. Right, I've got to go because my battery's just about to die.
We'll see you, Jamie, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning on the Aftermath show at 10 o'clock. Make sure you come and join me. So, yes. So, sorry, my battery's going. So, I'll have to see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. See you all later. Come on, you Foxes.
Jamie.
Come on, you Foxes. Cheers, Jamie.
So, we let Jamie go. That's brilliant. Michael, just before we let you go, who was your man of the match, did you say?
JJ, for sure. I think he might be one of our best players. His gas tank at the end of the game, it's not on E. It's still halfway. We're trying to kill the game off. He takes the ball in the middle of the field and lays it off to, oh my goodness, I just love it. In the 86th minute, he's running hard. He's getting the headers. He's closing down the ball. James Justin all day. Another great performance. Does he ever get subbed off? No. Does he play every match? Yes. So, I love this guy. Ricardo Pereira, I don't know how he's going to get in the team. Maybe Rodgers is going to have to figure something out with the formation and how we can just be a purely attack team with these guys who can get back so well. Maybe we can be are in a title race. We are in a title race. This is the COVID season. We learned our lessons from Project Restart. This is the COVID season. We are definitely in a title race for sure.
Brilliant, Michael. Thanks so much for joining us.
Cheers.
We'll see you at the next match.
Woo.
Cheers. Cheers, Michael. See you soon.
Cheers.
Jack, it's just me and you left. I think it's a bit of a split decision on who is Leicester's man of the match today. A lot going for JJ. He would get my shout just, but like Locke said and Diddy, Barnes perhaps getting a shout. It's going to be a tough one, but looking forward to Chelsea on Tuesday, isn't it now?
Yeah. Also, James Justin got man of the match from BT Sport in the Premier League. So yeah. The Budweiser man of the match.
Oh, that's good. Thanks for that. Yeah, good to know that. Yeah, Tuesday Chelsea again, another team in pretty good form, and effectively, I think if they were to pick up, they've got a couple of games in hand. I think they could be pretty close to us some points.
No, I don't think Chelsea's got any games in hand. I think they've played 18, Phil.
Have they? Sorry,
it's just Man City and Tottenham. And
Aston Villa. But it's still going to be a pretty tough game, isn't it, against Chelsea?
Yeah, every game's tough in the Premier League. No game's easy. Obviously, Chelsea's lost, I think it were the 4 games out of 6 previous to the Fulham game, and then they've won today. So they'll want to add to that win against Fulham, but Fulham didn't make it easy for them. I think it took them to 70-odd minute with 10 men Fulham for Chelsea to score. So hopefully Leicester can make it difficult for them on Tuesday night.
Brilliant, Jack. Thanks for joining us and welcome to the official content team. We'll see you at the next game, Jack.
All right, see you Tuesday, Phil.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Thanks to Jack there. Thanks to Locks and Tom, as ever, for the watch along. Thanks for Jamie for coming on. And who else came on? Well, Mark, Michael, Chris. Lots of people come on tonight. And, of course, Russell Osman, ex-Leicester City and Southampton. He did predict home win earlier, Russell did, so well done to Russell Osman for getting that right. Thanks for them, but of course mostly thanks for all you guys who are watching. Thanks for putting your comments in. Thanks for those who put in a super chat or any of those bits and bobs. We really appreciate it. So keep your views coming in, keep your comments coming in. Jamie is live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with his aftermath show. I'm live on Monday with a Fan Zone show where we'll be looking forward to Chelsea. I think we might have a Chelsea fan on that show, and then of course it's the watch along for the Chelsea match on Tuesday. So a busy few days here on Leicester Fan TV. Please like and share wherever you're watching and subscribe. It's all for free, and we're enjoying doing this with you. So thanks as ever to all of you guys. We'll see you at the next game. Cheers.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.